This podcast is brought to you by Kurt's Kitchen and Q LLC, Comfort Soul Food and Barbecue Catering Services, servicing Northwest Indiana and Chicagoland areas. 219-444-1128.
You want me to repeat it since we're recording now? Childish Gambino doesn't make music for black people anymore.
Please, let's not get into that, please.
Yeah.
Because last
gotta
last
give me
time-
five.
no,
We're going to talk about it eventually. So
I know. But,
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Oh my God.
It's just
Where's
that
the proper
it's just that how mad he was last time. We don't want to get him that mad.
he was real upset. Too upset, honestly.
Too upset.
I forgot I did that. I've done 5 pods since then.
Oh man.
I've only gotten halfway through that. When does he start getting?
I think towards the end.
Towards
we
the
usually
end,
put
man.
music at the end.
He goes hard towards
got
the end.
really
Like I was
emotional.
like, God damn.
Like yelling.
Yeah.
About
Just
Childish
wait.
Gambino?
Yeah.
Oh. Now while he playing, this sound like something Childish Gambino will make.
I just want to hear the first note because I just found out that this song. Hold on.
Oh, not the horns, child. Oh, brother.
I just found out that this song was sampled. This song sampled Jamie Foxx from 1993.
Really?
And I totally forgot that Jamie Foxx had a very, very, very successful singing career.
Granted, I probably wasn't born
He had 3 great albums.
when he released that song in 1993. I was born in July of 1993.
Wait. What?
Jamie Foxx released music in 1993.
Yeah, he was an R&B singer when he was in Living Color in like the late early 90s,
Yeah.
late 80s.
I had no idea he was doing music back then.
Yeah. And
Wow.
it was good music.
I thought it was just early 2000s when he started coming out with music.
No, everybody knew he did music prior.
Everyone.
Well,
Yeah, except for Joe.
cultured people.
No, like the 80s, Joe's out.
Like, hello?
People who season their food.
I don't recognize anything before
He said people
August
that
28th, 1989.
season their food.
I don't recognize anything prior to that date.
Hold on, let me find.
You said the first note. You playing the whole song.
huh?
This whole thing is going to be copyright struck down.
Exactly.
Oh, I know. I'm not even worried about it anymore
Way to go. RCA owns this episode.
because we're not.
They own your
I'm
whole
not monetizing
podcast.
anything.
They're going to own this house.
I'm not monetizing.
They're going to come in and take Blue.
Should I answer
And your little dog, too.
Should I answer live?
Hold
Screen
on.
her call and make
This
her
is-
mad. No, I'm just kidding.
This is the song they sampled. This is Jamie Foxx.
I mean, I know about his prior music.
Can you hear it?
Oh, yeah, I can hear it.
No, can you hear where the sample came from?
Oh, I'm talking about from
Yeah.
the song you just played.
Yeah.
Look at you. Him gonna add that to his playlist.
I don't know. I love music. I love good samples, and I love when a good sample pops off.
Round of applause. Make it clap.
Hold on. I got one more for you, just for that. Listen to what he does.
This is about to come to.
Excuse me.
Have you ever heard Waka Flocka on YouTube just doing his ad libs?
I would rather not. I would rather not. I would rather.
Riverdale.
I would rather not. He frightens me. Of course he played it. Of course. I'm gonna need you.
Sorry, that was a big part of my childhood.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't need to
Bust it.
relive that. I don't need to relive that part of my childhood. Absolutely not. Reel it in. Please.
Hey, buddy, get a grip.
Get a grip, pal.
Get a grip.
Okay.
buddy.
Father, stretch my hands. Well, hello.
That all sounds really nasty.
Can you?
All right. Welcome to the 6th episode of the Entertainment Panel.
6th. Oh my God.
We're moving, man. We're making shit happen.
I know my presence was missed last week. It's fine.
It sure
It's
was.
fine.
Should we call her live on the podcast for that?
Want to call in?
I think I saw somebody steal a car. Oh wait, hold on. What's? Tell her I'm calling right now.
Father, stretch
what's
my
the number?
hands.
What's the number?
You think I'm going to say the number?
No, oh yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Show it to me. Give your wife's number to everyone in America.
Call towards the end, and we do the random collection of things.
But while it's fresh in her head.
How are we gonna transition
I
that?
have her number in my
To
phone.
Acolyte.
Exactly. Let's have some order here. Oh my
The first
God.
What?
D, it's
Hello.
hey, it's Joe and everybody on the podcast. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah.
Okay, you're on the podcast, so don't say anything incriminating.
Oh my God.
I think it's nice.
Huh? What did you just witness?
Hello?
Yeah, I was picking up my food
Okay.
Where?
at Olive Garden.
Okay.
Y'all eat
They have
expensive.
eggplant Parmesan.
So you're in Maryville?
Yeah.
And then what happened?
Oh, I mean, I was just driving. I was at Target, and then all of a sudden, this car comes like whipping out from like where there's like a Red Robin right there, and
Yum.
this car came like whipping out, and this guy was running after it. So then I just stopped so he could like run after the car. He was going so fast. I've never seen somebody like in real life run that fast. And then the car just like kept, I mean, he couldn't outrun the car. The car kept going. But then they got stopped at the red light. And then I went to the next red light. So I wouldn't have to be by them.
I need to know, was the person running black?
Oh my God.
Were they?
I don't know. I didn't really like pay attention.
That's right.
I just
No,
like
you-
they were fast.
That's
what I'm talking
right. You
about.
don't
She
see
doesn't see
color.
color.
You don't see
do
color.
that.
Good
okay,
answer.
okay, fine. I know he wasn't black because if he was, he would have caught the car.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
He did have like an apron or something. So I think he might
He
have
was
worked
wearing
at
an
Red
apron?
Robin.
He looked like an Asian.
He had like an apron
He
in his hand.
had an
Or like some
apron.
kind of like a bastard. Like there was like fabric in his hand. I'm assuming it's like an apron.
Oh, he was a
So-
chef.
He was working and somebody jacked his vehicle. Yes, chef.
Season 4 of The Bear.
Exactly. That was Carmi. that
Carmi
you
gets
saw
his car
running.
stolen in Maryville, Indiana.
Carmi gets carjacked.
He was going to Portillo's to check out how they make their beef sandwiches.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but I mean that was crazy. But I went to the next. I mean, he really could. If he would have just kept running, he would have caught them at the red light because they
Right.
couldn't go anywhere. There were a bunch of cars piled up. At the
But
red
you don't
light.
know, right? Because you
What-
said you went the other way.
What?
No, like I was just sitting in the intersection. Like I didn't want to get too close.
Was it a newer
But I was
car?
sitting in the intersection and I watched the car turn into like where all the lights were piled up, and there were like 6 cars in front of them.
Was it a
So,
Hyundai
I don't
Kia?
know. I just kind of chuckled.
No, was it a?
I don't know. It
I was
it
gonna
a
say, was
car.
it a Charger, Challenger?
No, it was like an older, like car.
Oh,
It was kind of an older car.
that's cool.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in with the live carjacking updates.
But they went back into Red Robin, and I was like, I'm not gonna go in there and be like, hi,
All right, guys.
I saw like.
Go to Crown Point as soon as
Targeting
possible
stolen.
where it's safe.
Right.
Yeah. Get back to Crown Point.
Hey,
Please.
don't park your car at Red Robin
For your own safety.
at all.
But I want my bottomless steak fries.
Hey,
All right.
that's not worth it.
I want my
It's not.
bottomless
It's not
steak
worth
fries.
it.
All right, D, you have a good night. We'll talk to you soon.
It's not worth it.
All right, bye.
Okay. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, look at him saying I love you live. Look at that. Incriminate yourself.
It's the mother of my child.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Congratulations,
Forgot
Joe.
to,
Forgot to congratulate,
Congratulate
Joe.
Joe for
He's a daddy now.
Not yet.
I'm not calling
Not
him
yet.
Daddy Joe.
But on the way.
yeah. He's gonna name
I
it.
would hope you
Hey,
wouldn't.
it's a
I'm
proud
not
moment.
calling
It's a
you
proud
Daddy
moment.
Did
man.
Joe tell you what they're naming the child?
Oh, I want to know.
Stevie.
Nice.
Don't take that seriously. Don't look at me like you're upset that I did that. I would never.
I had to choose my facial expression carefully
What is
in
he
case
gonna-
he
what
was
is he- what
serious
is he gonna
because
name
I
the-
didn't want to
he's
be
gonna name
like
the child Camry.
Camry. Why would he name it Camry?
Why not
else he gonna-
Cammy?
How is he gonna flip it into a girl name?
Cammy.
Cammy?
Yeah.
That sounds
yeah.
like are you gonna raise a big girl?
What's funny is
You can't feed her much if you name her Cammy.
we actually do like the name
God.
Stevie for a girl. We actually do like that.
Actually, that is a good name for
Don't
a
give
girl.
him don't give him the satisfaction.
Name. No, and I'm not saying that because you suggested. Like we literally have talked about that name like in the past.
Because I'm in your life.
Don't give him the satisfaction.
No, it's just-
and I am your favorite black friend.
Wow. Right in front of him.
Pick one right now.
You're saying, damn, you can confirm or deny this right now.
Pick a nigga right now.
I mean, I am gonna get college football 25.
I'm sorry,
pretty soon.
and also, who woke you up in your slumber?
I'll buy you a new PS5.
Had your wife accidentally
Whoa.
drop her laptop
I
all
will.
over the place because he wants to pop up with
with the Wendy's?
with the Wendy's. Woke
Wendy's
you from your
breakfast?
slumber.
That's true.
Wendy's breakfast was one time. He's done things.
You made him
But-
wreck. He wreck his home.
I remember when Steve
done
told us that
things.
story. I was like,
You were a home wrecker for a whole different reason this time.
all for some breakfast.
This
Some
time.
Wendy's breakfast.
So I said that.
It's the least I've done. Wendy's breakfast. The least of my offenses. No, but it's a good name. Stevie's a good name.
No, for a girl, it is a good name.
I mean, I do like it.
agree. I agree. Come on, Cam.
Her name is Stevie.
Come on. Agree.
Sure.
Okay.
All right, we can move on then.
Sure.
right.
I'm just thinking of it
Moving
in
on.
connection with the last name. Yeah.
I win.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the Acolyte.
Yes, we're going off subject again.
Be careful.
Well, strike one.
What a fucking disappointment of a show.
Don't
Really?
piss me off.
Yeah.
Don't piss
Really?
me off.
Yeah.
Don't piss me off.
So you did not like the finale then?
I liked it, but it wasn't anything that made me say, no.
Was it Steve, was it more like you in your mind did you already saw it happening even before it started?
It wasn't that it was like predictable.
For me, I felt like it was kind of.
Yeah. Because even we came on here and we were like, what if they're not really two and they're one? And there was a theory about it.
Which I still don't understand how that works.
Because they were created by the Force, so they're not real people. They're just Force people, and they were made exactly the same to be the exact same people. Which, if that's the case, how come when they were niglets they didn't look the same?
They look
They
the
couldn't
same.
find. No, they did not. They couldn't find two twin black girls.
Twins
that
don't
looked the
always
same.
look the same.
I know, Venus Serena. I get it, but at the same time, they grew up to look exactly the same. Listen, okay, fuck it. My dad's sisters are twins, right?
Okay.
One is very, very dark. One is a little lighter, right? They don't look different. And when they were younger, they didn't look different. My mom and her sister are twins as well. They look exactly the same. I can't even tell them apart sometimes. If they don't talk, I don't fucking know. If they're not standing up, I have no fucking clue. Thank God my mom cut her hair.
Did she cut it with a lightsaber? Did she cut her hair with a lightsaber?
With a lightsaber. Come on now.
From the episode.
Yeah.
Come on.
And then and guess what? When they were little, same thing. I see pictures of them.
You don't know who's who.
I have no fucking clue which one is which. And I'm like, Mom, which one is you? Because I don't know. Because when
Does
they were
she know?
niglets, they looked exactly the same.
He keeps
But-
saying
But they didn't look the same in the show. So I'm really
Okay.
It just-
Casting choices aside, though,
yeah, that's like a smaller
casting
thing.
choices aside.
I don't
just-
understand the idea that they are. It's two bodies with one personality, one split personality. So it's like
it's
a.
not
I
so
don't.
much that they're split personality and that one's good, one's bad. It's
It
that
is.
they're literally they made duplicates of the same person like the Clone Wars.
No, but it is that one's good, one's bad, and it seems to be that.
Yeah.
At one
They
point,
co-
they wanted them to merge. That
seems-
was the whole thing. They were going to merge them together. That was the ritual.
Yeah.
They were going to merge them, light side and the dark side. They were going to merge them together.
Oh, is that what it was? Is that what that ritual was?
Yes.
Oh. And then they didn't go through with the ritual because she wanted to be a Jedi.
Right.
But
So
she was the
one of
bad
them
one
always
all
has
along.
to be good, and one of them always has to be bad. Is that
Well,
the
that's what-
idea? That
that's
they can't
essentially-
both be good or
that's
bad at
what-
the same
well,
time.
that's
They
what
have
me
to
and-
be.
Well, that's what I was
swapping.
telling Joe earlier. Like, it's like one was yin, one was yang. You know what I mean? It's just,
But they switched sides on good and bad because the
Yeah.
other one started the whole series.
Yeah, but
killing
it's
people.
almost like when one of them switches, the other one has to switch. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Balance. The Force.
Balance. Okay.
Well, I guess that makes sense then. And when you bring all that bullshit up,
You mean the lore?
Didn't you read all those books?
I mean,
Isn't a lot of this stuff
Yeah.
lifted
Remember what he
from-
said about
We
books?
are-
He
we
reads
are-
the ending.
No.
No.
I think we can all agree that
Or
we
does he
are
read
in
the back?
I think we can all agree that we are in uncharted territory for Jedis.
Oh, absolutely.
which is
Because
interesting.
spoiler alert, this bitch be lying. The bald bitch. She keeps lying. Yoda, I have something to tell you.
But so that,
But-
Yeah, but
you
that
know,
that
and-
explains
and then she
why in the
lies.
Phantom
But
Menace.
yeah, but that pissed me off too because she lied and put all the blame on Soul, basically.
Well, yeah,
But she also lied about. She's lying about her Padawan. Apparently, I don't think Yoda knew about her Padawan that just
No.
went rogue. What happened in the Phantom Menace?
I'm saying the Phantom Menace when the council meets, the one goofy looking dude with like the cone head,
Oh,
he was
yeah.
like, "We haven't heard from Sith in millennia," and everyone's like, "Well, how does that make sense? That 100 years prior, a Sith slaughtered all of these Jedi, and they just forgot about it 100 years later." But now it explains it because she covered it all up and lied and said it was Soul. So that's
Right.
why in the Phantom Menace they were shocked when they heard that a Sith was around. So I like that they closed that.
Yeah.
Like plot hole because that was a major one that everyone's
Like
like,
she
this doesn't
pissed me.
make
She
sense.
pissed me off. She pissed me off completely. She was just like, I'm gonna cover all this up, and then tells like May, I need your help to find my Padawan
Yeah, she's been lying this whole time.
Yeah.
I've never known Jedi to lie
because I believe old boy knows the shit.
did
Like
you- did
he
you
knows
notice-
how crooked the Jedi are.
Did you
I
notice
feel
when
like
it came
he knows
time
something.
when it came time for them to go get him? She said, "Gather as many knights as you can without causing alarm."
Right.
There, we all know there's Padawans, there's knights, and then there are masters.
Masters,
She
right.
gathered no masters, which is why they all got slaughtered the way they did because
Yeah.
they were knights and Padawans. They weren't. I think we forgot about the hierarchy of how shit works. So
What'd you say?
I wasn't gonna say anything.
you
meant hierarchy.
Hierarchy, yeah,
You
hierarchy,
said
hierarchy. Yeah, it's the same shit.
Leave him alone.
Potatoes, tomatoes. I've corrected you on
Potatoes,
the show
tomatoes.
about your vocabulary.
Yams, hams, you name it.
That was racist.
Go ahead, Cam.
I'm a masochist. I was cheering that entire episode because I wanted him to die. Like
So
because
was a whiny bitch.
now here's the thing. I still respected him because I liked him as a character, but when it came time, like where you found out, what really happened, like them lying
Motherfucker
all this
had to die.
time, I said, please. Because when she even said, she said, I see, she said, I see May holding his lightsaber and killing him. I said, oh girl, that's going to be you. I said, the
we
minute
could predict-
you find out
How
what
about-
he did,
How about him being the second Jedi for me to ever hear talk about love?
bro,
Right?
He did said he loved her.
bro.
Do you think
Like-
do you think it was like a fatherly love?
Yes,
Maybe.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Because-
Let's keep it
because
there.
here we go.
Let's
Because
keep
he-
it there.
Here we go.
He spent a
Those
whole
souls
lot of
fucking those
time.
kids.
He spent a whole lot of time like, I want that girl. I want that girl.
Can we?
I want that girl.
Can we not?
But the problem,
If they wouldn't let me train you, I couldn't love you.
well, the problem was, he knew,
Yeah.
he knew that she was. Sorry, he knew that both of them were made from the Force,
Right.
And he couldn't let the
Yeah.
Jedi know.
Does
know
this
what I
mean
mean?
her mother and all the other women were made from the Force as well?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Are we ever gonna get an explanation of how they just morphed into just completely phoenixed?
I mean,
Out of here.
I still think that they're like some of them are still alive
That's
somewhere.
what D thinks too.
Because I don't.
We did see
didn't-
somebody creeping that we never got an explanation for.
Sir.
You don't know who that is?
Who was that?
So that's why you didn't go crazy, guy. That was Plagueis.
That was Darth
Darth
Plagueis.
Plagueis.
Yeah,
No,
You didn't see that head?
Yeah. They played his music too.
yeah, Darth
That was
Plagueis.
him.
He has music
Yeah.
from when?
From when I think with something with Snoke. In one of the later movies, something with Snoke, they talk about Plagueis and they play the music in the background, just like a few notes, and then there was the same notes that played.
That was you didn't see that head, bro. That was Darth Plagueis, bro.
Looks like you're gonna have to go back and
Because she said,
I didn't know Plagueis was so close to I didn't know that he was like that close.
Well,
to
if you think about it, it's like
was it
100. It's 100
around?
years before Anakin. So yeah.
And
I
was
didn't know
it
Plagueis. Oh yeah, because
because he was rereferenced in the
Not Attack of the Clones, Revenge
Clone
of the
Wars.
Sith.
Or
Revenge of the
Attack of
Sith,
the-
because he was Sidious's.
yeah, that
master.
was it. Wasn't that
Yeah.
his master? Okay.
Yeah, because he killed him.
Because he killed him
Because
because he didn't
Sidious
want
killed
him.
Plagueis.
Yeah, because Sidious didn't want him.
And he knew how to create life.
Right.
Yeah.
Now,
Which is how
No,
those.
now create life. I think he knew how
Lewis guy
to
put it together.
I think he knew how to heal others.
Yeah.
Not create life. I think he knew how to heal.
was
Well,
when
no,
they
that
found
was
him?
one of
Was
the
he on
things
the?
though that he talked. One of the things he talked about in the was it? What did you say it was Return?
because I know it was when he was talking to Anakin. I'm pretty
When
sure it was
they're in the
Revenge of the
Senate.
Sith.
Okay, yeah, and
Yeah.
they're talking. He talks about healing, but then he talks about creating life
Creating
too.
life.
Yeah.
Life.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
was he on the same planet as the witches,
But-
bitches?
But
No, he was on the planet with
The
Kamir
unknown,
when they were leaving.
unknown planet.
but Joe,
The unknown planet that he would that the
It's
That-
when May and Kamir are standing
Yeah.
out there like by the water.
So that's,
yeah.
that
and
was
then you
his
see
master.
Plagueis like look around the
So that was his master, maybe.
and
Allegedly.
Well-
Well, it's left in the air.
well, and Joe, like for Sidious, how do we know he could create life, or maybe that was just a lie to tell Anakin.
Well, we're
to
thinking-
persuade him.
To try
you
to
know what I
persuade
mean?
him to
Persuade
come
him
to
to
the dark
become. To
That's
the
what
dark
we've
side.
always thought. But I
Yeah.
mean, I've never known Plagueis to be in canon. I've never seen him.
So he's been canon, but he's never been in
Shown,
like,
right?
Yeah, except for like in like the books and the comics and
Yeah.
stuff. But so the creator, she said at first she was gonna have that be like the stinger, like the ending. But she said she felt like it would have been tacking too much on the end because she said it would have been obviously Osha and Kamir or the stranger or whatever, like holding hands at the end. Then it would have been Yoda. Then it would have been that. So she said she wanted to put that in the middle so it didn't take away the emotional impact like at the end. So that's why like when they show that cave and you see his fingers, I immediately thought, I was like, is this gonna be that big-headed bitch? And it was that big-headed bitch. I said, oh.
Is he not human?
No, he's some sort of alien. Now that I don't know what type of alien
he's
he
a
is
race
off the top
of
my head.
something. Yeah.
Yeah. Granted, they didn't show his whole head, but you saw enough.
You can see
Do me a
half his
favor.
face.
Very carefully pull your mic closer.
Hey Joe,
Very carefully.
didn't you have a theory about the stranger?
Yeah. So why did you just call Chimera or whatever? Why did you just call him the stranger?
Oh, is this the subtitle thing you were talking? Because
Yeah.
ever since he revealed himself, the subtitles have always just said the stranger. They haven't said the Kamir.
But they
anymore.
used to say Chimera.
It did used to say Kamir. Yeah.
Yeah. So I saw a theory. I'm not going to pretend that I made it up. I saw a theory.
I would have if I were you.
I have
taking full
I have a
credit
theory
for it.
with all this knowledge. No, I'm
Yes.
just kidding.
Hit me with it.
And the theory, and now calling him the stranger in subtitles, that is my theory. This wasn't mentioned, but I think it kind of goes hand in hand.
Okay.
Apparently, Plagueis, and now that they've shown the ability for someone to like transmit their consciousness into something else. Remember when one of the witches like transmits her consciousness into the
What was
Wookiee?
that Wookiee's name?
Wasn't she also trying to do that to the child too?
She started with
And,
K.
and they
Yeah,
stopped her.
started with a K.
Kalnakas.
Kelnaka.
Yeah.
Kelnaka.
Weren't they also
Oh,
trying to
Kelnaka.
they were trying to do that. They were trying to do that too. with
Potentially, we don't
With
know
May,
yet. 'cause
I think
I
it was
don't know what
either
they were
with
trying to
May
do.
or
Just-
I think it was with May. I think
Soul
the
stabbed
mom
her.
was trying to transfer her being into May, but Soul
Yeah.
stabbed her.
So the theory is now that we've seen that that's possible, they've shown it's possible because Kelnaka's seen, right? What if Darth Plagueis transferred his consciousness into the body of Kamir because he wanted to be a part of a more alluring body that could trick May or get May to come over to the side. So he transferred his consciousness into Kamir, who Kamir apparently just appeared on this planet because remember in like episode 1 or 2, he takes over the shopkeeper, like he kills the shopkeeper and takes his job, and he came out of nowhere. So people are saying, what if he put his consciousness into Kamir and then had him do this whole thing to recruit May, and that's why they're referring to him as the stranger now. And maybe that explains why he was a goofy idiot guy, because maybe that is his normal consciousness as a goofy dummy.
He was a Jedi.
Boy, you
dealer.
holding on to that goofy.
He's a dumb local weed dealer.
You're
And then
holding
when-
on to
and
that,
then when
to
Plagueis,
that.
and then when Plagueis taps in his body or whatever, then he becomes this badass.
That is true.
I would like that way more than just this goofy aloof
It was
dude. All
been
this,
But
Okay,
at the same
okay,
time,
so,
but to relate to what Joe's saying, that part where he's in the pond taking the bath,
Butt
Right.
naked.
butt naked. He could have killed OSHA right then and
Plenty
there.
of times.
Plenty of times he could have killed her. So I like Joe said that one side of him is the good side, like trying to get his consciousness, but then he goes back to being the badass that he
And then
is.
Plagueis uses his body to inflict everything else.
Okay, I mean I know, but
I think it's more like the seduction of it all.
Sidious a clone? Wasn't Sidious a clone in the last episode?
Oh, you talking about in Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah, I think so. Right?
No, I don't think he was.
That's the thing. That was one of the big criticisms. It was somehow somehow Palpatine has returned.
I've seen
They
people,
never fully
I've
get
seen
into it.
people hate themselves into living. Like hate willed them to live. Like when Darth Maul got cut in half and his hate
Kept him alive.
kept him alive.
Yeah.
So that could also be
Like
a thing with
revenge.
Sidious.
Pretty
That's
much.
a big thing of the dark side is your hatred can keep you alive. Granted, it gives you
same thing
terrible
with-
wrinkles, but
Well,
you still.
same thing with Anakin. I mean,
Yeah.
when he got sliced up, and torched.
So I mean, I don't know. I'm just thinking. I think if Plagueis is being Plagueis, and I feel like Plagueis is being Plagueis on his own.
Maybe. I mean, it's just a theory.
It's a
I
theory,
don't
but
think he would
but
be using someone as a pawn, because one thing that Soul said to the stranger is, "Why are you out in the open? Why aren't you in hiding if you're Sith?" Right. So, which made me, I'm thinking to myself like, okay, yeah, why? And now you have Plagueis, who is in hiding and is in the shadows.
That's his whole thing is being in the shadows.
Yeah. So he's a real deal Sith.
Bro.
I don't know. Just
he's
the fact
probably-
that they showed
he's
us
probably more-
the ability to transfer consciousness into somebody else and take over their body, I feel like they may have shown us that because they want to lend credence to
Okay.
possibly
Yeah, it
Plagueis
could
doing
be.
the same thing with
possible.
Chimera's body.
I do have a question for my distinguished panel.
Distinguished. You get a lot of credit.
So, okay. So, obviously there's going to be another season.
Yeah.
yeah,
Or
Yeah.
really?
My question is only because success wise, this show apparently is not doing good
Really?
in comparison to Ahsoka, Obi-Wan. There's a dozen reasons why it's not doing good. but-
And the thing is like the timeline is all of what they're releasing is all over the place.
Yeah.
You have shit that's happening before, you see what's the newest 3 episodes.
Oh, you're talking about the oh my god, you talking about the Obi-Wan show?
Well, there's the Obi-Wan show.
That's before episode 4.
Ahsoka.
There's Ahsoka.
Oh, yeah, Ahsoka.
Ahsoka is before. Ahsoka is
No.
No, Ahsoka's after
After-
Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Ahsoka is after Rise.
Actually, no, I'm lying.
No, it's in
It's
between. It's in between episode 7 and 8.
yeah.
You have Ahsoka. You have that. You have what was that?
Andor,
which is
That's before episode
Rogue
4.
One?
Yeah, in Rogue One.
Yeah,
That's
that's
before Rogue
between
One.
3 and 4.
they're just all kind of all over. And then
See,
you have where's Mandalorian? And I know they're not going to do another Boba
Child,
Fett.
they're doing the Mandalorian movie.
I heard.
And Mandalorian, Boba Fett, and Ahsoka are all by each other, right?
You know what?
We don't need another Boba
We
Fett.
don't need that. I'm not gonna even count Boba Fett.
He
That show
died.
was
Look at
trash.
Boba Fett.
He died.
We don't need another Boba Fett.
He died.
That show is trash.
He
I'm
died.
sorry. He should. He should have.
they
No, but the
can't do
problem.
it.
No,
He
but
didn't die.
He died.
Didn't
In
he
the show?
Didn't he
The
take
guy-
over?
the guy
Didn't he
who-
take over Jabba's at the end?
No. The guy who plays Boba Fett.
Oh, the actor.
The actor.
But that
is
doesn't
dead.
mean they
they
Put
can
a
always.
helmet on.
They can always put his
It's
put his
Disney.
voice.
They can
in.
prop him up
Yeah.
with CGI.
Yeah.
prop up his corpse.
The thing is,
Oh,
it's like, okay, wait, Ahsoka,
Just Weekend of
Ahsoka,
burning him.
Mandalorian, and
Book of Boba Fett.
Boba Fett, they're all like right by each other, though,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And that's right before we see Rey, right?
Yeah.
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 Okay, so they got a lot of explaining to do. I
In
just,
between?
my thing is like, are they gonna take this story with May and her sister? Are they gonna lead that into explaining how the fuck we got Anakin?
I mean, they have 100 years to play with.
Yeah.
They do.
Is that, I mean, and yeah, 100
And-
years sounds
and
like
if
a
you-
lot.
if you think
until
about
you
it,
bring up Plagueis and
and-
then you bring up Sidious.
But what's gonna flip it out even more is the movie. They're gonna do 1,000 years before, like when the Jedi Order became. You know what I
they
mean?
are.
So that's gonna fuck everything up.
I don't know if I kind of like what Marvel did when Marvel told a story and then everything
They just
is
kept going boom, boom,
in
boom, boom.
chronological order.
Yeah.
But the thing
The
is,
future shit kind of throws me off.
but you see how, but now, I mean, not to bring it to them, but you see now Marvel's falling apart because a lot of people feel like
Well, what
it's
do we do
homework
now?
where if you don't watch this show, then this particular show, say if you're not even interested, if you don't watch a particular show, this movie comes out, you're not going to know who any of these characters are. You're going to feel left out.
But
So-
I feel like, and like you're right about that. But I feel like what Marvel's doing is just they're just literally just spitting these out now. It's to try to liquidate as much money as they can. But the faster you do these things, it's going to become crap.
Do we have any word on what their plans are with the story?
We talking with Star Wars or with
this particular story of Star Wars?
So again, she said, now that I've seen the finale, even though part of me feels like, yeah, if you wanted to end it and just go tell another story, you could, but you've left too many
questions.
Questions where it's like, well, I want to know more. So I want you to do another season.
Yoda, I have something to tell you, and then cut
Bro,
it off.
like you said, like you introduced Darth Plagueis. So now does that mean, are we going to see, like, this is going seasons on, but are we going to see like a younger Sidious where like he meets Plagueis and we see him like take him in?
Right.
Because the thing is, obviously, Kamir and May, I mean, if we're going by logic, they have to die at some point because the whole like rule of two thing, like their Plagueis is going to have to kill them at some point.
Right.
He's gonna have to kill all of them.
Yeah.
And why does what's the bald bitch's name?
Vanestra.
Okay. Why does she want Kamir?
So
That was her pal.
now
That
that's
was her Padawan, yeah.
the weird thing with her is
Well,
so
why though? Why?
That's what I want to know because in the books, which I just criticize Marvel for making people feel like they have to do a lot of homework. So she's in a lot of those High Republic books, like younger. And the thing is, in the books, the guy that she's with in the show, that's her Padawan. He's in the books, but nowhere in the books does it mention her having another Padawan. So unless
It makes sense that she gives him so much grace to be a fucking idiot. Because the last time she ended up creating a fucking Sith.
yeah, exactly. So she's like, every time he does something wrong, she's like,
He's
this
slow,
one's
but
gonna
I
become a
love him.
Sith too. Here we fucking go. Like he's gonna break some shit and then he's gonna fall to the dark
Whose
side.
Padawan was it that took the fuck off and then stopped talking?
Oh, you're talking about what's his name?
Carrie Ann Moss's Padawan.
Yeah.
Gosh, what Tobias?
What was his name? He was
Was that
the
Soul's Padawan?
No,
that was Carrie Ann
Torben.
Trinity's.
Torben. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Trinity's
okay.
Padawan.
Trinity.
Whatever, they're all dead.
I miss Trinity. I
The-
feel like
just-
it was bad that she died very early.
These Jedi
Right,
are just
took
so
her out.
fucking sloppy.
Bro, because
I've never seen them this sloppy.
But that's kind of what they're trying to portray is that this is when they were at the height and they took everything for granted and they were just like,
'Cause
we're
they don't
good,
give a
we're
fuck,
cool.
bro.
Like they weren't on high alert at all.
what did the Sith say? Peace is a lie.
I do like how they're kind of, I do like how like that whole conversation that Vanestra, that's her name,
Yeah.
that she had with the one guy who was part of the High Council or whatever,
Yeah.
and he was like kind of tearing down Jedi.
He said one day.
Now we're going
Did
to
he say you guys are a
investigate
cult?
you.
Bro.
Yeah.
He called them a cult
They
or
called him
something.
a religion. A religion.
Yeah, and yeah, he started tearing him down. I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting because usually we're like, we see Jedi's as
As
like
a high,
gods.
yes, as
And
like
now
a,
they're kind of showing that they're kind of shitty sometimes, and they're not great.
and they're
like
sketchy.
better witches.
Yeah.
They're like, and then when she framed everything, she was like, "Oh, we found a cult of witches that we had to get rid of, and we protected you guys."
Right.
And then we had a bad apple and soul.
Soul.
Yeah.
When-
I've never seen Jedi lie like this before.
No, that's what made me think. That's what made me kind of like, okay, so how crooked are the Jedi? Like,
Now, would
when
you
he,
guys? Go ahead.
I was gonna say when he was ripping her apart, you know what I said out loud? I said
Get 'em.
ACAB.
Get 'em
And the
again.
C stands for Council of Jedi. I don't like them bitches either. The Jedi are the feds. I said, kill these motherfuckers. Wipe them out.
Okay, so would you guys would have rather have liked because this season was how long?
8
episodes.
8 episodes.
Yeah.
Would you have rather liked a 16 episode season that actually that told the story maybe a little further, or do you like the shorter seasons?
No, I feel like
because we talked about it, but like seasons seem just to be like you're gonna get a forced show season one day.
Honestly, I probably would have preferred a movie. Like making this, I feel like if they would have made this into a movie, they would have made it more
but
like
then,
concise, I guess. I don't know.
but Cam, it's like if they would have made it into a movie, it would have just been.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
too
feel like it
fast,
would have
way
been
too
too
fast,
rushed. It would have
too
been rushed and just too much.
I get-
Now, since they've done 8 episodes, now we can kind of question ourselves what's going to happen, and then they have ideas where they can bring it out. You know what I mean?
Bro, they need to, because I need more. Yeah. I need more.
What else is coming out? Oh, go ahead, Joe.
And I was just gonna say, I for season 2, the thing I think I care about the least is like the May Osha story.
Yeah.
I want to know what's this Plagueis dude doing?
Right. I want to know about
Exactly.
Plagueis. I want to know about the stuff going on with the council and Yoda. I'm interested in Kieran.
Are you guys
Quiron? Kamir.
But the thing is,
Kamir, like I want to know about that stuff. It
we
may
just
be
call him a
Osha
stranger?
because she's bad now, but like May, her mind has been wiped. Like he wiped her memories.
Are
Throw
you,
her,
are you
like,
guys interested
we don't need her
in
anymore.
this turning into a origin story for the Skywalkers?
no.
No, but for Sidious, sure.
Yeah.
If it ends with that,
I want to know how he got on Naboo.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Thing is,
If it ends with his story, then that's
Yeah.
fine.
And it makes sense. It makes sense for him to be in the Senate now with this in the way that the Senate trusts the Jedi and things like that. Like it just makes so much. Everything kind of makes a lot of more sense now.
I mean, I have to stick to my guns, because I said something that I did not want to happen when this show first started. I don't know if you remember.
And I told you that Yoda could pop up. Remember when I said that?
That is the thing that actually pissed me off when I saw it.
He lived through all of it.
No, but my reasons for not wanting that is the same. It kind of connects to my issues with the Star Wars fandom.
Mm-hmm.
I do not want to give these people that complain when we get something different. I don't want to give them what they want. Like there were people who were like complaining about this show. Actually, before the show started, they were like, "Oh, if we don't see Plagueis, then what's the point of the show?" Then they showed us Plagueis, and that same person who tweeted that was like, "Oh, now they're getting desperate. Why are they showing us Plagueis?" And then when they showed Yoda, they were like, "Oh, finally, we're getting some connections to the other movies." I'm like, we don't have to have connections to other movies for you to like Star
Some
Wars.
people do like continuity.
But the thing is, it's like what happens with Star Wars, I don't have to blame Disney, but what happens is every time they're like, we're going to give you something different and leave this shit alone, then they backtrack it because they see people complain about it. And I'm like, stick to your guns,
Didn't
bro.
you say George
but you know
Lucas's
what?
wife was somewhere up there?
Wait, what about
But
George
you know
Lucas'
what?
wife?
Isn't she still affiliated with?
I don't know.
I thought she was.
She owns
Yeah.
something
But
else.
I think
Yeah, but she's a part of. She's on the board of
Oh,
Lucas
on the board.
Films or
So-
LucasArts or
So
whatever.
Cam, what you're saying, I understand that. Like I have a buddy. He's like he's read the books, diehard Star Wars fan, and he gets pissed off with the new shows. Like he's like, I'm not. You know what? I give up on Star Wars because they're not giving me.
It's not what it was.
They're not giving me nothing. They're not giving me no. Like I've read the books and there's nothing like the books. And I told him, I was like, it's not going to be like the books. I'm sorry to tell you, it's not. For any diehard Star Wars fan, I'm sorry, you're not going to get what you want. But you're going to get something interesting, something new, something fresh.
If
you know what I mean? It's
if
just
George Lucas's wife is on a board somewhere, then we already know what's going on. This is a Clarence Thomas situation.
We're not okay. Anyways,
absolutely, I would love for George Lucas to come back as like a producer.
I would love it.
Just as a producer, I'm not telling him to direct.
Yeah.
Just as a producer to give
some oversight.
Yes.
What if we found out that George Lucas and Michael McDonald were the same person?
I know he probably won't.
Whole time.
I know he probably won't because I feel like even if George Lucas gives ideas for upcoming movies, upcoming shows,
You guys stop talking with your hands, boy.
I know.
Put the hands down.
Okay.
Put them in your pocket.
Okay. All right.
over here squeezing my hand.
So I feel like if he gives his ideas and Disney goes, nah. You know what I mean? It's ours. We paid for it, so we want to do our thing.
Damn.
You know what I mean? I feel like that's what's gonna
That's why
happen.
he backdoored it with his wife.
It's kind of like as a reference.
he meant something else.
I know it's kind of like reference, like
Pause.
Like that's why
It's a woman. You can't pause it if it's.
Oh my gosh.
That's why James Cameron, like the last Terminator, the Dark Fate.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't take any ideas that he gave for that movie.
And look what happened to that.
And look what happened to that movie. Even though I still enjoyed it,
was
but
fun.
it was still enjoyable. But a lot of people got pissed. Edward Furlong's dead. Well, do you see Edward Furlong right now? How he looks? There's no way you could. There's no way you could have used that guy as a. You know what I mean? As
That man went through it.
What's crazy is like, yeah, it's 100 years, but when you throw in Plagueis, it makes 100 years seem very short.
exactly.
Yeah, it shortens that time up like.
Yeah. I hope he does do a bit in season 2. I hope a bigger role comes for him.
I would be okay with a young Sidious show. I'd be okay.
Oh, a
with
whole
that.
show around that.
Or if
show
this,
around Sidious.
or if this little what's his name? Creeper,
Creeper.
stranger.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh.
The stranger dude. Maybe he is Sidious.
No, because then Sidious doesn't.
Changes.
Sidious doesn't look Filipino.
Hey, ain't no Asian.
Filipino. One more thing I'll say that I really liked that we got to see in live action was her bleeding the crystal.
yeah.
That was fucking cool.
That was cool.
Oh my gosh! And obviously her like force.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. That's how it worked. I just thought they had.
Well, they have different obviously crystal colors, but the thing is when your like hatred. When your hatred is like that strong and she's like gripping the crystal, it can change colors. Because I think that's how Ahsoka, it was like the opposite, whereas that's how she has like those like white crystals. Because she did something similar to that and the crystals turned white.
It happened in the Jedi Survivor video game as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Where the
Good
crystal,
game. Good
with
game.
with that Jedi that turned right. The guy who what do you have no arms? Didn't he have something weird?
Yeah, the guy who had like one arm.
Oh yeah, he had one arm. That's right.
Why did I tuck my arm behind?
Where he had one arm. But yeah, he was the one who turned evil, right? And didn't they show his blade, his crystal cracking and then turning?
And he was from the High Republic era, which is
Sure was.
this era.
Sure was.
I'm still waiting for my guy from what's his name?
Is that show canon?
I'm still waiting
Is
for
that
Cal Kestis. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
And he lived around this time too.
No,
What time did he live around?
Not Cal Kestis,
No,
the villain.
he survived Order 66, so he was alive. I don't know, during episode 3, 4, 5, I guess.
But the other guy, he was a bad guy during this time.
Well, he was a good guy during the High Republic, but kind of like when all this judgment towards Jedi, he started getting sick of their shit too. And they realized that, and they're like, "Oh, we need to lock him down." And then that's wherever Cal Kestis finds him, and
He had been like hiding, right? Was
yeah,
he in a
Well,
hiding?
yeah.
so
he was in
so
like
he
some
survived-
weird thing.
So he was in the High Republic and survived Order 66.
He, I think, was already bad by then.
Yeah, because
I think.
they had him like locked in some
like a underground
thing.
tomb, right?
Yeah, they had him
Like a
locked
cavern
up.
underground or
Yeah.
something.
Oh wow!
And
Okay,
he
so
popped
like,
out, perfect hair and everything. I said,
Jedi
"Who
should
been
be
giving you
hiding shit.
You should. We should find you a YouTube video where it just gives you all the cutscenes from that
Cutscenes,
game,
bro.
those games, so you know the storyline.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
as long as it's canon, because it's really hard to find. Legit
Yeah, it's
shit.
canon.
I think from now on, everything that comes
They're
out
lifting
is going to be
things from those
canon.
games
Yeah.
and putting them into these shows.
Cool.
Like
You know
some
what-
of the
you know what I miss,
droids
Cam?
and some of the
I
things
miss
that they can do, like the
Star Wars
Echo.
Unleashed.
Oh, that reminds me.
Listen, Star Killer.
Star Killer.
The Venestra, you know how she can sense things that had happened?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's lifted from the video games because Cal Kestis has this thing called, was it Echo something?
Yeah, Force Echo.
Force Echo, where when he touches objects, he can like see what happened in the past.
He a pervert.
Oh, Ray has that.
He's a oh yeah, her
Does
too.
she?
It's
Yeah.
a Jedi. It's a Jedi thing. It's
Yeah.
a Jedi.
You know what? That's another thing that pissed me off. In Force Awakens, I'm sorry, we're going off subject. Force
no, we're still in
Awakens.
Star Wars.
No, but I'm just saying, what pissed me off is how fast she got her powers. Like how fast she was able to.
Well, also,
it's like
remember she was the only Jedi. So
yeah, that's true.
And she's a Palpatine.
Palpatine. So yeah,
Palpatine blood.
but still, I feel like
we need to know where she's.
Palpatine.
Hey, if we get a Palpatine City show, then we know where. Ray
I don't want to
came
see
from.
him fucking.
Then we know where about to go. No, but then we know where Ray came from.
But wasn't the in the story of the last one, wasn't it that he cloned his son, right?
It was yeah.
It was like a clone.
some
He was a
shit.
clone.
Cause oh my gosh, see that's how bad. I don't remember.
I
that
feel like
movie.
she-
We're
I
talking
feel like-
about where Ray came from.
Yeah.
But yeah, he didn't. Even though I keep joking, he didn't legitimately. It wasn't Palpatine that fucked.
No, I
It
think he
was-
cloned. I think he used his cells and cloned a child. and then that
So he was
But
doing
a female child?
no.
No, he cloned the child who then had sex. Who then made Ray. Because the parents tried to
that's
hide
his
Ray.
That's his
Granddaughter, that's
granddaughter.
right.
Yeah, because the parents tried to like hide Ray. That's why they sent her to the planet where she thought that they just abandoned her because they didn't want her, but they were trying to like get her away from Palpatine.
Okay, and his child was not a force sensitive.
Oh, we don't know.
Was he? Oh, we don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah,
They didn't get into that.
Yeah, I
J.J.
guess we don't
Abrams-
know, I guess
he
we
had
don't
a-
know anything about
He had a
No.
whole life in Naboo.
J.J. Abrams wrote that entire script while he was on
in
the
the
toilet.
boo. Is that what you said?
Naboo.
The boo.
I thought you said the boo.
No, Naboo.
Boo.
Over in the boo.
Yeah, right. We out here in the boo.
45 minutes in, we
But-
can talk about.
But overall, good show.
Yeah.
I think it was. I think it was a good show.
Mid show.
I would if I were
But
to
I
rank.
did like the finale, and now I'm more excited for season 2 than I ever would have been prior to any episode.
If I were to rank the shows, I would say Mandalorian. Even though I didn't like season 3, Mandalorian is still my favorite of the shows.
Absolutely.
But then again, when I think about the quality
I
of the
put
shows,
Andor above it.
I don't know. See, that's the thing. I don't know if I would put Andor or this. Maybe I need to revisit Andor because I
Andor
remember
was actually solid.
That's the
Andor
thing.
was solid.
Even though Andor was
It was
like
more consistent, in my opinion.
and that's the thing. Even though Andor was quote unquote slow, it was good because the storytelling of it was good. So I didn't need to have action every.
And there was payoff.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Mandalorian was so high in the beginning, and then season 3
baby.
just started to get worse and worse. And I feel like Andor has just been a consistent.
And-
like if you want to say Mandalorian started off as like a 10, and then a 9, and then season 3 dropped down to like a 4, I would say Andor's been like a steady 8 like the whole time.
Yeah.
But you know what I think really affected Mandalorian? The MCU effect, baby. They started adding all these characters from the cartoons and all that, and throwing these people. Like even remember there was like that one episode of Boba Fett where it was like just a Mandalorian episode. Like he wasn't in it. It was like Luke Skywalker was in it. So I was like, isn't this the Book of Boba Fett? I'm like,
It was
where are all
almost
these
like
people
they
from?
knew people were gonna not like Book of Boba
Yeah.
Fett. And
So
they're like,
they
"Right,
just
here's
added
the
it in.
episode.
Yeah.
Throw Grogu.
Yeah.
Here's the episode to bring everybody back in."
This is what pisses me off.
That's where it
we
gets
really didn't need the Book of Boba Fett. I think
No.
Boba Fett should have just
Unfortunately.
died. I think he should have just died where he
Throw
died
in
and
that pit.
been done.
I didn't need that at all.
That Sarlacc pit. Just call it
I
a
think-
day.
But he really did die, though.
I think the only show worse was Obi-Wan. I think Obi-Wan was the only show that I thought was worse than Book of Boba.
Really?
I forget.
Aside from the last episode,
I forget what even happened in Obi-Wan.
it was just that last episode that was a
It
banger.
was. I'll give it to
What
you.
happened in
It was
Obi-Wan?
slow. It
The
was
only thing I
slow.
remember
it
is
was very slow.
Darth Vader found him in whatever little village, and then they were like 20 feet apart, and Darth Vader just like
Dragged
threw
him.
fire at the ground,
and then dragged him.
and then dragged him, and then they just kind of like went their separate ways. Like they had a chance to kill each other, and
Remember, he was babysitting Leia the whole
Oh
show.
yeah, the whole
Yeah.
show.
Like I said, but like I said, the scene
Baby,
with
a little Leia
I'm
pissed
thinking
me
of
off too.
Ahsoka. That's what I'm thinking. So I didn't like Obi-Wan. I'm thinking of Ahsoka, the scene where Anakin, where Hayden Christensen is like fighting. That's in the
I
Ahsoka
forgot that
show.
whole thing happened.
No,
with
but
that little-
but like Cam said, the best was the last episode of them dueling.
Where they finally fight. Yeah.
yeah,
Did Leia recognize Obi-Wan in the old movies?
Well, remember in the old movie, she knows him. 'Cause she's
She
like,
knows him.
Obi-Wan.
Oh, okay,
Obi-Wan
okay.
Kenobi, you're my only hope.
yeah.
You fought with my father in the Clone Wars.
She wanted some of that. She said, that's a dilf if I ever seen one before.
That's disgusting.
Oh, is that where you draw the line?
Exactly. The filth you said. What did you just suggest about Soul and that little girl?
Hey,
Bro.
you've been going really hard
Hey,
today. Are
hey.
you hungry?
Here, there's some more gummy bears over there.
He's trying to get me fired up. We are saving that till later.
No, I had some KFC before we started. I'm actually pretty full. How about you, Cam? Did you have some KFC?
Did you have KFC?
No, I didn't have.
Even though KFC is absolute trash.
Tell us about your KFC.
Why do you want
They
to hear
can't
about
make
this
crunchy
now? Listen.
What happened, Cam? Tell me what happened.
Tell us, Cam.
So someone I work with, kept throwing these little hypnotizing suggestions into my head, right, about KFC, right? So I said, you know what? Let me go to KFC. Let me try some of their, little new boneless nuggets, this Korean barbecue. I said, it sounds delicious, right? Sounds great. So I go into the app. I make my order. I'm like, I'm going to pick up in 10 minutes. Cool. Drive. I show up right on time, right at 8:30. Pull up to the window. I see on my phone, it says order ready for pickup. So yes, I'm picking up an order. They get quiet. I'm like, okay. They're like, so it shows the order's been canceled. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm looking at it on my phone. It says it's ready for pickup. They said, yeah, whoever placed the order canceled it. I said, I placed the order. I'm looking at it on my phone. I even closed the app, looked at my email. I don't see anything about a cancellation. I said, there's nothing that says anything about a cancellation on my phone. And they're like, well, yeah, on our end, it shows it was canceled. I'm like, well, on my end, it doesn't. And I was like, well, I don't know what you want us to do. So I said, I'm pulling up to the window. I said that reverse, I'm pulling up to the window. So I pull up to the window.
Okay.
I show them my
Stretching the hands
phone.
out.
I say, so it shows here on my phone. I even close the app completely, reopen it, wait for it to load, and it still shows ready for pickup. I'm like, it shows it's ready for pickup. I got charged for it already. And he looks at it and he's like, yeah, it shows for us that the order was canceled. Mind you, he's saying this. I don't see him looking at a screen. I don't see him pulling anything up. You're just telling me that it shows. I don't know what it is. What the fuck is it? What are you looking at? So I'm like, well, it shows the order is ready. So some other guy walks up. Maybe he doesn't look like Jelly Roll, but my anger, I saw Jelly Roll in my eyes.
Who
He
makes
walks
terrible
up,
music, by the way.
he walks up and he says, yeah, it shows the order was canceled, so whoever ordered it canceled it. I say again, I placed the order. This is it on my phone. It doesn't. I'm doing this. It doesn't show that it's canceled.
This ain't DoorDash, okay?
Like, hello. I'm like, this is just an order through the app. Then this lady walks up, who must be the manager, and she goes, yeah, they're just all repeating themselves. I'm like, you're not telling me something that I have not already heard. I said, so can I get a refund or can I get my food or something? Like, I'm like, what are we gonna do? She says, there's nothing we can do. So I look at her and I'm like, but it shows my order is ready. She's like, yo, well, unfortunately, and I just drive off. I say, I'm not doing this because I'm already pissed off. So I call the little help desk and I was worried because it's 8:30. I'm like, these bitches are probably closed. So I'm gonna have to wait till tomorrow to get this situated. Person answers. I say, I'm pissed. I said, I just left this location, blah, this, that, the other. They tell me this. They did nothing to help me. And, they're, I'm sorry about that. That's shame on them. We try not to do that type of service. So they give me my money back, right?
Time out. First off, round of applause for them having real people working.
Shocker. I thought it was going to take so long to get to an actual person, but it was like right away. It said press
It was
one thing,
AI
trust
the
me,
whole
to person.
time.
AI
is that good.
Could you imagine?
I'm gonna give you.
like,
AI
We're
is
so
that good.
sorry,
So
Mr. Cameron.
Did you get your money back?
I did get my money back. Yes.
Sorry to hear about that, Cameron.
I will tell you this, because round of applause for them having real people working there, because my flight got canceled coming back from Arizona,
Oh, damn.
and I needed to talk to someone,
A real person.
a real person.
They gave
And
you AI.
There isn't a real person at Frontier. There are no real people at Frontier.
No, that would cost money.
No one works at
I think if you pay an extra $25 for your ticket,
Then you
can
get a real
actually
person.
yeah,
Then you get a
can
real
talk to them.
person.
At that point, I might as well just fucking got American Airlines. But then, so here's what happens, right? My flight was supposed to take off at 11 something, right? On a Friday. I was supposed to be at work Saturday morning. Didn't happen. But I still had to go to the airport. I got my $100 back from my flight.
Amen.
But then I had to book another flight, and because I'm booking it so soon, it was like $300. Oh my God. Right. So I used the credit they gave me. I had to go through Frontier again because I had to use the credit that they gave
I
me.
would have blacked out.
So I
would have told them to pay my shit.
So I go to the desk, like, okay, so my flight isn't until 4:30 in the morning. I'm leaving Phoenix, right? I still have to go to the airport at the same time because I only have the same ride to get me to the same airport. 11:30 to 4:30 a.m. I'm just trying to fall asleep, stay awake. It was a struggle. I get on the plane, make it to Denver, and then once I get to Denver, I immediately seek out a representative. I find the desk.
Okay, representative.
Frontier has a desk in Denver. And when I get there, I'm like, hey, it says I have a 10-hour layover, but I booked the wrong flight because there was two flights. There was one that was, and it was cheaper too. It was one I was going to O'Hare and one I was going to Midway. The one I was going to Midway takes off at like 9 something, an hour something layover. I booked the wrong one. I booked the one to O'Hare that doesn't leave until 7 p.m.
Oh my God.
So I will go up there and I'm like, hey, I'm going to Chicago. I don't care where. All right. I just need to get to Chicago. Can you see if there's any open? She was like, the only way you can get on that flight is if you buy it. Right.
Frontier, baby.
Right.
They just
That's how I got to watch The Bear, because I spent literally 10
In the
hours
airport.
in
At
the
the
airport
airport?
waiting to. And then when I got to O'Hare,
And it was
it was
O'Hare.
the last flight. They had me in Terminal 5. It was look. This is the fuckery, right? This is
The fuckery isn't already here?
This is the fuckery. The time that I arrived at like 11 o'clock, right? And in the terminal, like there's, of course, you have the base, right? There are no other planes or people landing. There's no one else there. We're the last ones to arrive at O'Hare.
Right.
Why did they have us at the furthest gate? Literally the last gate. There are 30 something gates, and we're at 30 end.
They said, "Wake those legs up, baby."
And I have to get to terminal. I'm in Terminal 5, which is a whole different building. I have to get back to Terminal 3 to go downstairs
to get your bags.
To get to the train, to get to the Blue Line train.
Oh fuck!
So I run all the way through Terminal 5.
I hear the Home Alone theme
to
song
get
as
to
he's
the
running.
to get to the monorail, to get to Terminal 3, to go downstairs, to barely make that train. I barely make the train on the time it was supposed to leave, and then the train takes off late, which is a problem because at a specific time I need to make it to the South Shore train. The 12:45 South Shore train
To get back here.
to get back here. Now, the train is going very fast.
Right.
It's going concerningly fast. Like to the point I'm Googling, can trains derail? Especially when they go underground and they're just like moving side to side and shit.
And it feels like they're about to pop off the tracks.
Right,
Oh,
right.
no.
So I finally get to Washington is where I get off at. I get to Washington at 12:37. The train at the Millennial Station
Right.
for South Shore takes off at 12:45. I run upstairs from the pedway to the surface
That's too
of
much running
Chicago.
for me.
And I got asthma. I'm fat. It doesn't go well for me.
I got asthma.
And I have to run 3 blocks down, go down the stairs, and then run all the way down the hall in the Millennium Station because the pedway is closed at the time.
I hope you was wearing some athletic shoes.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, not them dress shoes. I was about to say, oh no.
Well, I mean, this is my. I don't even take clothes when I travel to Arizona anymore.
So he was
You
running
travel
butt naked? He was running butt naked down the streets of Chicago?
Hell yeah. It was chilly.
No, I only have. I just take my electronics bag. It's a little bag, but besides
purse?
that,
And you just hold it over
it's a
your
purse. It's a purse. I have my
pack?
purse. So
Fanny pack.
no, it's just like an actual purse.
Merce.
It's like a man purse.
Merce.
And I barely make the train. When I get on the train, he says, "Get on here because we're taking off, and you're gonna have to walk to the first 2 cars."
You better get on right now.
Snatched him, pulled him in.
And then like I get on and I start walking to the first couple cars. Like, and then at one point, he starts following me because he has to also go.
Oh yeah.
But now we're at this point where I'm very afraid because there's someone walking through trains, walking through the cars, following me.
And you think he's going to pull you out in between the cars?
I'm panicking at this point. And
Should
at
let
this
him go
point,
first.
At this point, like I'm not like he's like 1 car behind me, but every time I open in one car, he's like opening his car.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm like running.
Wait, it's not. Wait, so it's not the person that works on the train. It's just
It's the
random-
person that
it's the
works
person
on
that
the
works on the train.
train.
And you were still. You were.
He's
you were,
holding an axe.
But it's just
Slowly walking.
It's just terrifying for
anxiety
somebody.
of
It's the
it.
anxiety of it.
Yeah.
And at one point, I stopped to rest, and I'm like, because there's so many cars, and I've ran so far, and I'm like,
He probably looking at you like, damn,
like,
you that out of shape?
keep-
All you doing is
keep
walking
going.
from train car to train car.
I said, keep going. And he's like, keep going to the front. I'm like, fuck. And then I'm just like, I'm like
Slowly dragging a
shaking and
baseball
shit,
bat.
trying to get in. Bro, it was terrible. I finally get to my car and I park at the East Chicago lot, and it's still a 30-minute drive home. I didn't get home until like 2 a.m.
Fuck.
I hadn't slept for 2 days.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and then I'm wired at that point because I just drove, so I didn't.
Drove, ran, leapt.
Yeah, so
parkour.
Now I'm wired, and my equipment came in the mail, so I'm fiddling with that. I didn't get to sleep till 4 o'clock.
Jesus H Christ.
It was
God.
up at 9.
No, thank you.
Yeah. So fuck your KFC.
Speaking of things taking a long time, we are an hour in.
We only got-
Oh my gosh, and we still got to talk about.
We got a lot. Clipped. Let's talk about Clipped real quick.
What's that?
Clipped is a show about the Los Angeles Clippers when their owner said some very bad things about black people and got his franchise taken away. Now the only
My
reason,
silly rabbit.
I'm his left hand arm.
Please tell me you.
I'm his right hand arm.
Hey, that's a documentary?
It's not a documentary. It's pretty much a series about it. It's like a docuseries.
Okay.
Have you seen that viral, the original one of the girl where she's
you
interviewed
guys
by
are all-
Barbara Walter?
Yeah. Now the funny thing is that you guys are all familiar with the Los Angeles Clippers. They're literally like the little brother of. They're like the Cubs. They're the little brother of the
Lakers.
The Lakers.
That's what you get. That's what you get.
What is that?
That's what you get.
Spoiled my.
That's what you get. That's what you get. That's what you get. Ads. He tried to do it.
Anyway.
He ruined it.
Anyway,
Pay that extra
ruined by
money,
the
Joe. Pay that extra
the
money.
reason why I bring it up is because the Clippers are known to be like the joke of the NBA.
Right.
They've never won anything. They've never been special.
They've literally never won.
They literally never won a championship.
They just.
ever.
They basically fucking spent a whole lot of money on Kawhi Leonard, and he hasn't done shit.
He hasn't even played.
He hasn't played.
Clippers
Yeah.
are the ugly step
They're
job.
the ugly. They're literally the joke of the NBA.
Yeah.
Funniest team, the joke of the MLB.
Yeah.
What's that team?
White Sox.
The worst. They're 10 times worse. Anyways, he's wearing a Sox hat.
Yeah.
And so
absolutely.
are you.
It's all right.
But and so I bring it up because the show is about them being dumbasses, but at the same time, it's bad acting, bad casting. They
I don't want to watch it now.
and it's just funny because it's like Jesus Christ, this is the most Clippers show ever. Because not only is the franchise in real life bad, the show is like real life not great.
It's like it makes you wonder, like, did they do this on purpose?
Did they make it
Like
this bad on purpose?
Disaster Artist or the Room.
Yeah.
Okay, so out of nowhere, the owner of the coach of the team is in a sauna and he's chilling, right? In walks black actor. You'll never guess who this is. Name me 3 black actors, just old ones.
Jaleel White.
He said,
It's to that effect.
my God.
LeVar Burton.
What?
Yes, out of nowhere.
What?
Out of nowhere, the LeVar Burton pops up and is having a conversation with the coach, and they form a friendship, and becomes a reoccurring character in the show. The show is based off of real events, and I'm like, first off,
He's playing himself.
Yeah, I'm first off was like, why is LeVar Burton here? If they're real friends, why is he really playing himself in this show?
Yeah.
And what is his character for? Now, and it's funny because the coach, he goes on these monologues where he's talking about different things, and he's like, the way that he talks is like he's trying to teach you about people. So like he talks about Elgin Baylor, and he's like, and then they misused Elgin Baylor. And Elgin Baylor, he ran the franchise for 20 years, and he's arguably one of the best players to ever play the game. Elgin Baylor did this. Elgin Baylor did. I'm like, why are we having a history? Like, he just goes on these weird monologues where
It's
he has
like
this
people
history
don't really
lesson.
talk like this.
Yeah, it's like people don't really have this conversation. Like, why are you explaining this to LeVar Burton? And then LeVar Burton is like in his house hanging out with him. They have this friendship where they have this scene where they're talking and they're just like standing on his balcony in Los Angeles looking at the skyline. And I'm like, are they gay? Like, what's going on? And they just cut the scene. Funniest part about it, LeVar Burton doesn't even fucking know Doc Rivers.
Wow.
They're not even really friends in real life.
So they just made it all up
They
for the
just
show?
made it up.
Was he filling in for an actual
No,
actor? And they're just like, that actor said they didn't want to be a part of the show?
No. He wasn't filling in for an actor. He wasn't doing it. The reason why they had him on the show was because they needed a person to personify the internal struggle Doc Rivers was having, because when he went through a race-related incident, he was playing for the Clippers when the Rodney King thing happened.
Right.
So they were trying to like connect the two eras, and they needed a person for him to talk out his feelings because he was going through a divorce at the time of the show. that those events were happening. He was really going through an actual divorce, and they never show him with a woman with a wife ever. He was married, and they never show him with a woman with a wife ever. But they show him with LeVar Burton for a very long time.
Fire the writers.
Steve, the more you talk about this,
This
more
is
I
the
want to
most
just snap my
Clippers.
eyes.
This is the
Fire
most
the
Clippers
writers.
thing that ever happened.
Fire the
It is
writers.
the most Clippers thing that ever happened. Anyway, that's clipped, and also they have they show the team doing different things, and everyone knows who JJ Redick is now because he's not the coach of the Lakers. But they have a white guy play JJ Redick, and he's like the cornball, white, insecure, I hang out with black people white type dude. It's just, and then they cast Stephen Curry and Draymond Green, and they look not, like Stephen Curry's fat. The guy they cast, the only good casting that they did was Chris Paul. He didn't look much like Chris Paul, but he did act like Chris Paul.
And the girl, that silly rabbit girl, that was perfect
They
casting.
both looked like they had a lot of air in their heads.
Wow.
I'm his right hand arm.
He calls
Did you
me his
watch the
silly
show?
rabbit. No, I've seen no pun intended.
Clips?
I've seen clips from the show, but also the way I found out from the show was when he mentioned it to me, and I looked it up, and one of the clips they showed was from that girl, and then the LeVar Burton clip, and I'm like, oh, so that girl from that viral video, that viral interview, this is that.
Yeah.
And then I saw the LeVar Burton clip, and I'm like, what the fuck is this show? Like, it
Yeah.
felt like a weird,
Like a weird dramatization that didn't
like
need
an
to
SNL
happen.
sketch or something.
Yeah. And she really like was really, and she was like, I'm a silly rabbit, and then Barbara Walters, this is real
She
life.
was like, his
And she
what?
was like- he was like, his what? And she was like, his silly,
silly
rabbit.
rabbit.
And she was like, does he call you that? And she says, no.
So awkward. It's so bad.
So weird.
But I want to watch it because I like all that stuff.
and this isn't a spoiler because this is real
It's real
life.
life.
She actually ended up still working for him afterwards. Yeah. But the Clippers, there was a lot going on. They got sued for racism by their GM. It was just a lot going on. Whatever. Fuck them. Fuck the Clippers. I'm a Lakers fan. So, The Mole?
Yeah. So did you finish it?
No.
Or do you not watch it at all?
I don't fucking care at this point. It's not a really great show.
Okay. So how far have you seen?
Like maybe 6 episodes.
Oh, so you're almost done. You don't want to finish it out? I mean, we can talk about it without talking about who
watch
it
it
is.
all?
I mean, just do it. I don't give a fuck.
Greg,
Greg, you watch them all?
I think you guys mentioned it. I haven't watched it yet. But you guys gave it.
Talk about it without talking
All
about
right.
it.
Let's not talk about who it is then.
I didn't know he was here.
Another person lives here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I season 1, I was able to figure out who it was because I think they were being a little too obvious.
Yeah, she was being stupid as fuck.
Season 2, without giving away who it is, I'll just say I didn't get it right. I did not get it right who I thought it was.
I told him and my initial guess was because of me being me. But then as the episodes went on and I started, that's probably the other thing that helped me is because I started just focusing on just this person because I didn't like them. And so I started picking up little things. However, there were 2 other people in the show who I kept wavering towards because I'm like, you're just guessing this one person because you don't like what they do. But it might be these other people. But then every time I would think it's one of those people, they would go that exact same episode. I'm like, someone's trying to send me a sign because
The first one, I never guessed it, but
I was wrong in the first
Season
one.
1, you mean?
But yeah, I won't spoil it for my one of my coworkers, Drew. He watches this show. He watches our pod, so don't spoil who because he's still watching the first
Season?
I'm not gonna say anything because Drew's cool, and I'm not gonna spoil it for him.
Just tell Drew not to watch this episode till he
just watch
finishes it.
this
Or just
part,
tell him to skip this part.
Just skip this part.
Okay, cool. Because
Drew, skip this part.
he was telling me who he thought he was, and then he's like only a couple episodes in, and he was spot on. And I was like, oh, I didn't know it was that simple before.
But
Some people are just better, I guess.
But he's just-
I was shit in the first one.
Absolutely.
But see, the way they edit the show, they can edit it in a way where it makes it put heat on everybody at some point.
Yeah,
Which is
I
why,
don't
like-
think they did. They didn't really do that in the first one.
Well, in season 2, I was looking for those things, and so I thought it was a certain person because I was picking up on how often this person was in a confessional or how often this person was, because they show, obviously, when bad things happen, they show everyone's reactions to somebody, you know, putting all their money in on something or ruining the pot or being selfish or whatever. They show everyone's reactions. I noticed they kept not showing this person's reactions. And I was wondering if it was because this person wasn't giving a convincing enough reaction that the audience would figure it out or whatever. So I started to zone in on this person being like, okay, I think they edited and I think they purposely didn't put these things in to make the audience forget about this person.
Did you end up getting it right?
No. And I was like, God damn it. Now I can't even try to figure it out that way. Because I was going to try to go off the editors. Now I can't even do that.
Addition by
which
subtraction.
Which is nice because now season 3, I know to not look for any of that shit because none of it clearly matters.
Just watch it.
But I thought that's because, yeah, that's what I thought for sure. I was like, oh, I see what they're doing here. Because I remember I texted you. I said, these editors fucked up. I know exactly what they're doing here. And then I was wrong. I was like, God damn it.
Bro, I kept getting annoyed early on because I told Joe when I first started watching it, I said, these motherfuckers hate money because until maybe halfway through the season, I said, you guys have like $3 in your butt. That's over exaggeration. I said, you're gonna win nothing. But finally they start to add.
They got a decent amount, a reasonable amount.
Yeah,
I mean for a game show. But so that brings up my issue with the show is that I wish the mole had some sort of incentive to not be obvious about stuff. And because obviously the mole, they're trying to throw things. They're trying to lose money for the group, but they're not doing it for any reason.
Yeah, like they
that
don't
benefits them.
Yeah,
like they could be super obvious and everyone can know who it is, or they could be incredibly good at hiding it, and it doesn't matter for the mole. At the end of the day, they get whatever they get paid to do the show, which I think I read online was like $50,000. The mole gets $50,000. You know, obviously nice. No matter what, but there's no incentive for them to throw the thing or not be detected or not be obvious. And I was telling D, I was like, if I was on the show and I was the mole, I would just say, oh, yeah, I'm the mole. Because what does it matter? People, you know what I mean? Yeah. Just like either people aren't going to believe you because they think you're trying to screw them over, or they do believe you and they figure you out and it doesn't matter because there's no consequences.
How did the couple end up? There was a couple on the show.
What do you mean?
There's a couple.
You mean in real life?
No, the two people there, they became like.
I'm saying, do you mean how did they end up? As in, how are they in real life, like right now,
or in the show? Because I don't want to spoil.
Yeah,
I guess I'll just watch it.
Yeah. You're a couple episodes away.
The one other thing I will say, someone else because someone else that I know, they talk about like they watch The Trader as well, and we both were saying each show could actually borrow something from one another to make it better. Like with The Trader, like with the mole, obviously they have these little hints of, it helps players like, oh, well, who the traitor might be, or like the traitor can do things. I mean, the mole can do things to like ruin the game, right? So that way they don't win money. Whereas in the Traitors, it's like they're just playing along and hopefully making it to the end. Like they don't sabotage missions to make themselves win extra money, that whole sort of thing, right? And with the mole, kind of like what Joe said, they don't have any extra incentive to want to, stay hidden. Like they're not winning like extra amount of money. So I feel like if for the mole, if it was more like the Traitors where, they can take what's in their pot if they make it to the end. And whereas the Traitors, it's like,
there's two pots.
They can, and like where it's like with the Traitors, where it's like, they can sabotage missions so that if they make it to the end, they win more. Like just ways to make each show more interesting for the antagonist, I guess, like for the mole or for the Traitors or whatever.
I was talking to D about potentially an idea, like a system where they could maybe say like, okay, for every $1 that the mole specifically sabotages, they specifically did something and that caused the team to lose money, regardless of what the other team does. Let's say they're split into two teams. Right. The other team screws up, that money doesn't go towards the mole, only the money that the mole specifically helps sabotage. But then every quiz that they do, every weekly quiz, every time somebody puts down at the end that that person is the mole, then the mole loses money out of that pot. So that way the mole can't be obvious.
So they have to hide themselves.
They still have to hide themselves because if they get found out, then their money starts going down every week. But then they also need to sabotage to make their money go up every week.
Yeah.
So I feel like that would at least
make them work a little harder.
Make them work to sabotage, but make them work to stay hidden as well. Yeah. Because every time somebody guesses them, they lose, $5,000, $10,000, whatever you want to say, or 10% of their money every time somebody guesses, whatever they work out as the way to do it. But I think that would be interesting.
Let me go on the show. Would you want to be the mole? I would absolutely want to be the mole.
He seems like he's
Without a doubt, even because you're guaranteeing 50 grand,
Guaranteeing $50,000, but also
and
causing chaos.
you could do whatever the fuck you want.
Cause chaos.
You just have to act.
And discord throughout the entire.
All you have to do is act.
Group. The lies.
Actually, you don't even have to act because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I was
thinking of coming up for a game show for all of my to pin the different podcasts against each other.
Look at you.
And have a game show where
We could do a trivia thing,
like a Mr. Beast type thing.
Just let me
like
be the
entertainment
villain.
panel versus sports panel, and do a trivia where we do sports and entertainment questions.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Just let me be a
That
villain.
would.
Let me
That
be
would
the
be cool.
let me be the New York of the show. Let me be a villain. I'm fine.
Either
Yeah,
that or
absolute
like an
asshole.
And
actual
we'll make sure you're the villain.
actual
Just let me
athletic
make sure you're the
game.
Let me be the asshole. I don't like that guy.
So Deadpool. Yum. Take it away, Greg. Take it away. Give it away. Give it away. Give it away now.
I'm excited, man. I'm going to actually block 37 to go see it in Chicago. So
What's that?
That's the AMC. Is that
that's the AMC. Yeah,
Oh, why is it Block 37? Is that the cool nickname?
that's what it's called.
That's
It's
what it's
AMC
called. Oh.
Block 37.
Oh, is that because I've been to River North 12 or whatever?
It's actually inside the mall.
Was
It's
it
like
the
right
Watertown?
across. It's right across the street from Primark.
Oh, Primark.
Primark. There you go. I'm sorry.
Maybe that's where I should have gone.
Yeah, we saw the tickets there, and we're like, let's make it a day out of it. Be in the city and then go see it because they serve you. They do everything. They serve you the food and all that. So we're gonna make it a day.
Right, that's where I should have gone.
Yeah, me, me, my brothers, the family. We're gonna go.
Look at you, fam bam. Are you gonna go see it?
I don't have family.
No, that doesn't mean you can't go see it. Just because you don't have family.
No, I'm probably gonna find the bootleg.
Oh my god.
I enjoy movies at home. I don't enjoy going to the theater.
That's true.
at all.
We were talking about that.
I
We
don't
were talking
enjoy-
about that
I
last
don't
podcast.
There's a
I don't like going to a theater.
Hey, Joe,
there,
bring those over here when you're done.
there's a character that's gonna be in the movie, Lady Deadpool. Now,
Yes.
there's another reason why I wanted to mention this while Joe is in the vicinity, because obviously the biggest thing everyone's assuming is that it's Blake Lively, right? That's what people want it to be. That's Ryan Reynolds' wife. People want it to be Blake Lively. However, there is this little rumor. There is this little rumor that it is a potential other person who has been hanging out with Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, and the director of the Deadpool versus Wolverine movie. And that is one Taylor Swift.
Oh no! If it is, I'm done.
And that is one Taylor Swift, because there were rumors very,
done.
very early on that she's playing a character called Dazzler, but that was never confirmed, never denied. But then when people saw that Lady Deadpool is going to be in it, and then she's been consistently hanging out with every last one of them, even the director. If it was just Ryan Reynolds, because her and Blake Lively, I guess, are best friends, but she's been hanging out with Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman and the director of the movie.
Yeah.
People are like,
I did hear
is
that.
this are we gonna
what's her
think
name?
it's Blake Lively and it's gonna be Taylor Swift, Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds' wife,
No, they said you said who's the other person I think it may be?
Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift.
Exactly.
Look at him. He's walking out.
Exactly. However, like I said, 95% sure it's Blake Lively. I'm 90. I'll even say 98%.
It's probably going to be Blake Lively.
Yeah.
Just
Can that ugly
because.
white bitch die already? Fuck, man, get the fuck out of my life.
Taylor
But what I'm excited about is this.
Fuck Taylor
is,
Swift.
is that this movie could potentially reset the Marvel
Marvel
universe,
good again.
make Marvel good again.
Make Marvel good again.
Didn't they reset the timeline already with X?
No, he's saying is in it'll gets them back on track to making good content, getting them focused again.
This-
Right,
this would be
because
the movie
the
they're
problem
doing.
is
Yeah.
that the other movies in what was it phase 4?
Yeah.
The other movies in phase 4, I felt like, because he even said it, I read something that Kevin Feige was just greenlighting everything. He wasn't even involved in the projects that they were doing. He was just
they had like second tier.
exactly.
Second
And this is something that me and
heroes.
Cam were dabbling. They were bringing out characters that
Giving everybody a show.
Yeah.
like that we didn't even need. We didn't need these people. Like
Why doesn't America like the name Kamala? in
we
any
don't.
iteration of the word.
Now, here's the thing. They
don't like
the show.
Indian Kamalas,
I was
black
not a fan.
Kamalas.
Here's the thing. The show. I was not a fan. I like.
Did you like the movie The Marvels?
It's
Trash.
I like the idea of the Marvels.
Yes.
I do not like how it was executed. I think it could have been great, but my God,
Like they rushed it.
They rushed the hell out of it.
Exactly. That's what they've been doing.
And it's weird because Kevin Feige, he's been running this ship, but this is something that I joked about, but now it might actually be happening. Like when they got the X-Men back in the Fantastic, like when they got all those characters back, I'm like, bro, is he gonna be able to handle all these characters? Like, is he gonna be able to handle this ship with all these characters now by himself, or is he gonna need some help? And if Deadpool versus Wolverine, with what they're potentially doing in that movie, if that's going to be amazing, honestly, I wouldn't be mad if Kevin Feige had Ryan Reynolds sort of help him with like the X-Men side of things.
I'll tell you this: Deadpool 3 is all Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, man.
All Ryan Reynolds and the director.
Yep.
What's the director name?
Sean Levy.
Sean Levy.
Yep.
And what I love about the way they're going with the storyline with the TVA and what I read, and I guess I'll just go ahead and say it.
You got to do it.
Yeah. So what I read is that TVA gets Deadpool to, they tell him, hey, we need you to find a Wolverine.
Right.
But you get to pick what Wolverine you're going to. So basically he goes into multiple universes and we get to see
All these
different variants.
Wolverines.
So we're going to see different actors play Wolverine.
Right.
And I've heard a couple, what's his name?
People that are going to play Wolverine.
Like Patch. You see
Yes.
him in the back.
You see him in the trailer. Yeah.
It's not going to be Hugh Jackman. I think Patch is going to be what's his name? Harry Potter.
Oh, Daniel Radcliffe.
Yes.
I heard that too.
I feel like he's going to become Patch.
Bro, I would be here for it because based off of how he made the first two Deadpool movies, you can tell he's a fan of the X-Men. He's a fan of the comics. He knows the material.
Yeah.
So if he does allow him to have creative control, not complete creative control, obviously, but like give some input, help him out while he's dealing with the fucking Avengers and all these like street level characters, then I feel like it could get better because he doesn't have to deal with all this shit by himself.
And you know
he can
what?
have help with
and
it.
what I'm excited about, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, well, there's going to be just so many cameos." But what's great about it is like they're bringing back Sabretooth from the OG
movies. My guy,
Sabretooth.
Was he in the other X-Men movies?
He was in Wolverine Origins.
Okay.
But he was played by a different person.
Okay.
we don't discuss that.
Yeah.
You keep that shit in the grave. We don't discuss that.
That shit goes in the vault.
Do they act like that movie never happened too with Wolverine?
Child, unfortunately, I mean they.
Oh,
still
it got
acknowledge
erased. It got erased. It got
Yeah,
erased.
when they from
Right.
Days of Future Past.
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever.
No, it didn't it get erased when in Deadpool 2 when he went back in time.
Yes, went back in
Basically,
time
that's
and,
what
like,
he did. He erased all his fuck ups. Like all
Deadpool
of
2, what did he do?
And that's why
to
the
erase it?
TVA is coming after him.
if you watch Deadpool 2 in the very end, he takes Cable's
Little time travel thing.
traveling thing, and basically he goes back to the time where all his fuck ups, like Green Lantern.
Yeah, he kills
kills
Ryan
Reynolds.
and stops him from taking the
shoots
Green
him in the
Lantern.
head.
You don't remember that from the second movie?
I'm not really big into Deadpool, but
Shame on you.
isn't that a DC character?
Deadpool? No, you're thinking of Deathstroke.
No.
No, Green Lantern is
Green
a
Lantern?
decent.
Yeah.
Yes,
He
but
kills
he
a DC character, and
No,
Yeah.
he kills Ryan Reynolds. He kills the actor
because he's
Ryan
reading
Reynolds.
the script to Green Lantern. He's like, "Oh, this is going to be the greatest movie ever," and then shoots him in
and
the
then
head.
Deadpool shoots him because obviously it was not the greatest movie ever.
It was a total flop.
It was not the greatest movie ever.
But the other thing was Wolverine Origins, where he kills the other Deadpool,
Other
I
Deadpool.
guess. That was played by Ryan Reynolds, which
Had the
was
blades
terrible.
coming out of his arm.
Yeah, terrible. Just terrible.
Which that's kind of a
But it's going to be good because I've heard rumors we're going to see Elektra.
Jennifer Garner
Yep, Jennifer Garner's going to come back as Elektra.
in what movie?
in the
in
Deadpool.
Deadpool.
So
Oh,
you
really?
remember how No Way Home was, Spider-Man No Way Home, how it brought
Yeah. So this is gonna be for,
allegedly going to be that, but with like the Fox character. So Halle Berry might possibly. This is just me just going off rumors. Halle Berry might be back as Storm. You might see James Marsden back as
basically
Cyclops.
saying everything was canon. They were just in different universes.
Exactly. So
Okay.
and I feel like even if they do show up, they might do it because it's Deadpool. They might do it in a joke way. Like, remember how was it in Endgame where they did the whole Avengers Assemble thing where it was all the different fucking Avengers? I feel like they're probably going to do like a joking thing like that with Deadpool, where it's like all the Fox
Cam,
characters.
are you excited? Because I've heard rumors that Wolverine could be facing the Hulk. Because there is a Easter egg.
I've heard about that too, because there's a moment in the trailer. Like, people are saying there's like, you know how sometimes, obviously with the way they cut trailers, like just because a character is saying something in the scene and they show it, like say if like right now, like if I was talking to Joe and I said like, and I was like just like arguing with him or something, you would assume, oh, Cam's arguing back and forth with Joe, but in the actual movie, it shows that I'm actually arguing with you or some shit, right? Like it's just clipped differently. So there's a scene in the trailer where Deadpool says to Wolverine, people have been waiting years for this moment, blah, blah, this, that, the other. And then they show him about to fight Sabretooth. And people are saying, people have been waiting years for that. They've been waiting for like the Hulk. So people are saying, what if because that was Wolverine's very first appearance in comics. He fought the Hulk.
Oh, okay.
And that's like a big fight between like those two, like because they're such like strong characters, and like that a fight between the two of them would be fucking amazing. So people are saying that it's just cut to make it seem like he's talking about Sabretooth, but it's in a different scene where he's going to fight the Hulk. Yeah.
And I think it's going to. And what I'm curious about is how the way they bring out the trailer, and so they're telling us all these cameos are they're squeezing all that in 2 hours. I feel like that's gonna, like, you know what I mean,
Bro,
squeezing all that in 2 hours. It must be like real, like everything's gonna be high packed action, but
Back to
also
back.
have that fun, still have that comedy
comedy
and all
too.
that. Yeah,
I'm gonna need that YouTube nigga to come in with the Easter eggs.
Oh, it's about that breaks down like every last frame of every last scene.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? You know, if I'm bored, I might do that for you. We'll see how much time I got.
But I'm excited. I'm going into that movie theater with high expectations. And like I said, if this movie does great, because I'm hearing they're already surpassing
in terms of sales and
of
stuff, right?
sales
Yeah.
of already pre-order ticket sales.
It's a bigger audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucked up. I was supposed to buy tickets for me and some other people for another day, and that day sold out. So I'm gonna have to tell them, we won't be going on that day, unfortunately, because I fucked around and I found out. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for it to come out.
Joe, can I borrow you again, really quick?
Yeah.
Because we're.
I want you to hear something.
If you even are you about to play with the thing?
Hey, just 2 seconds.
Oh, he's gonna play it.
Huh? No, we're done with Deadpool.
Are you? So you just gonna step over all the cords like that?
Safely.
You just gonna step all over the cords?
I'm gonna wait till you put your headphones on.
Oh, please. Don't put my ears through it.
I feel like he's gonna do it. Yep.
For the land of the
Oh, girl, let it go. Oh no.
What was that?
That's what happens when you don't let Whitney Houston do the national anthem.
I have never heard a more
who
confused
was that?
audience.
Who was that?
The latest admission to rehab.
Fergie 2.0.
I forgot what
Wait,
what is her
what?
name.
That was-
Ingrid
There we go.
Andress.
You haven't heard that yet, Greg?
She apparently is a country singer. I thought she was a chick who made Making My Way
That
Downtown.
wasn't even.
She's a patient now.
Hold up. That wasn't even country, my guy.
Yeah, she. The whole notion that white people have no soul and rhythm.
Oh my god.
Can you answer for white people on why she decided to?
Why
do
are
that?
you putting him on the pedestal like this?
So, Greg, that was at the home run derby on Monday, right? She sang that or whatever the hell that was. Then the next day, she posted on social media that she checked into rehab because of it. She's like, she said, what was the quote? She said,
Did
I'll
she
be
blame it on alcoholism
she said,
or
I'll be
something?
completely honest. I was drunk.
Fans at the Home Run Derby were paying.
Like, blaming
I'll
it
find her
on-
quote, but she said, "I'll be honest, I was drunk and I need to change my life, so I just checked myself into rehab. I'm sure it's fun or something like that."
Wow.
She
That's
starts
her?
off okay.
It's when she gets to that.
Oh, it was that high note.
Yeah.
It was that high shit.
And afterwards, he just started beating her ass for the rest of that song.
Were so gallantly
See, that's pissing me off. Cause she, like you said in the beginning, she was great. Like she was hitting it. Oh God.
He still had the fireworks.
They said, play the fireworks. Hurry up, play the fireworks.
Louder.
Couldn't they tune? Couldn't they fix that?
No,
Auto tune.
technology isn't there yet.
Everybody's like, no.
That note is holding her hostage.
So
Like-
the fact that she just went really hard and then came back
When I tell you,
trying to freak the microphone.
I don't care what level of celebrity I am. If I'm singing the national anthem and that starts happening to me, I will stop and I will just walk off because I would rather just be. I would just
So
and then
when
just
they
walk away.
when they do anthems like that, they usually pan across like different groups of players on the field or whatever. So they were, and most of the players weren't paying attention. But then Alec Boehm, who's the third baseman for the Phillies, he was standing there on the side and he was looking down, and they cut to him, and he was just like
Because my
trying not to laugh, and then he kind of like looks over to the side and he looks back down, and everyone was making fun of that.
Oh shit! If that was me,
were just
I would have
holding
been.
back laughter.
I would have been laughing. Fuck
What
that.
what she say, Joe?
Fuck that.
So the next day she posted on Instagram, she said, "I'm not going to bullshit y'all. I was drunk last night. I'm checking myself into a facility today to get the help I need. That was not me last night. I apologize to the MLB, all the fans, and this country I love so much for that rendition. I'll let y'all know how rehab is. I hear it's super fun."
No, that didn't sound drunk.
That sounded drunk. I've sang drunk before.
And that sounded drunk?
Sounded drunk. It was drunk. That was
In front of
drunk.
how many tens of thousands of people?
In front of like 14.
Whitney Houston, may she rest in peace, used to operate with 50 pounds of coke in her system.
Right.
She still made those vocal notes happen.
Amy Winehouse.
Hello? Like, still have to say it.
But they made her
it's
go to rehab.
But the problem is that
They turned Whitney Houston into a soundtrack.
But the problem is when he played that the first verse, I was like, okay, that's not bad. You know what I mean? She could have just stayed at that level and then hit that after hitting that high note. I was like, oh, like I literally wanted to take that off because it like fucking hurt my eardrum.
She was doing good. She was like, watch me do better. And then she was like, wait. And it was all downhill from there. It was no going back after that.
Grammy Award winner.
Look at you.
We got to hear it again.
Look at you.
We don't
No,
gotta
he's
hear it
he's
again.
trying to go to an icon, a legend.
Oh god. Oh,
You hear that?
Look at that.
that's what the anthem sounds
Hey,
like.
hey, Joe, does that sound like a neighborhood you never been to?
Why are you?
Why am I getting attacked for this?
That's America. Oh, here
Joe is not the one who you attack over the.
Right.
Y'all faces don't do that when y'all sing. Y'all faces don't. Y'all faces do.
I got you.
She said that. She didn't
No.
say. She didn't say gave proof. She said gave proof. Peru.
Listen.
If there's no A in proof. Peru. She said. She said Peru.
Peru.
She said Peru. Peru. When y'all don't sing holding y'all ear like this, y'all just mayonnaise on. That's what mayonnaise sounds like. That's a fucking. Speaking of
I'm
America,
sorry, Joe. I'm sorry.
Speaking
What
of,
is this? Why are you attacking?
Because he's the
why
only
are you
white person
attacking
here.
him right now?
He knows I love him, but
I don't know.
It doesn't feel
Not
like
in this
love right
moment.
now.
I don't know.
Not in this goddamn
Are
moment.
you having
You get
different?
that white excellence off of your floor.
Are you having different thoughts?
You put, and that's a white person too. You put him somewhere up here though.
I don't even know why I didn't change the picture.
Are you having different thoughts about Stevie now?
Yeah, yeah, Stevie ain't gonna happen.
Name it?
I would never name my daughter after you.
Name it.
You don't deserve.
So Trump got shot.
Brother.
Funny you mentioned brother. We got Hulk Hogan over there.
Yeah, let's talk about Hulk Hogan instead.
Yeah.
Trying to get
the
us
whole
fired.
thing. The whole thing.
Trying to get us to lose our jobs.
Right.
Let me just
You don't have to.
you have to
We don't have to
don't
let you
give
do
a shit.
anything.
just let me dip into my
Just get it out of your bag.
let me dip into my tinfoil hat. Okay. All right. Let me tell you,
Come on.
I'm not sold yet. Okay. I don't like to be Reddit, okay? But I don't trust that motherfucker. Okay.
For real.
It's giving
that feels like that just got me like exposure.
it's giving high school production.
My hero.
Gross.
Brother.
Absolutely
Tried to kill the
not.
next president of the United States.
Oh, get the fuck out of
is
here.
that? Oh God.
Enough. And I said,
How about those
Okay, I just
Republicans
lost-
wearing
oh,
fake ear
I-
patches?
That's
You know what?
weird. That
You
was
know
so
what?
weird.
Now since you just showed that, I lost like 100% respect for Hulk Hogan. He was one of my idols back in the day.
Bro, I saw somebody tweet. They were like, because when people were wearing like the ear thing, they were like, so you guys
Maxi
can wear that, but
pads.
you couldn't wear. No, they were like, you can wear that, but you can wear a mask for 15 minutes inside of the stores. I said,
That's
well,
He wasn't
there we
bleeding.
go.
Hey, and he wasn't bleeding a lot. All that
That's
hair
good.
absorbed some of that.
Bro,
all that fake hair
hair.
absorbed.
Yeah.
that absorbed
That
that
hair.
blood.
Soaked it up like fucking SpongeBob SquarePants, bro. Like
I'm sorry. I have no respect for the man.
So I saw something good on Twitter. It said Trump gets shot by an AR-15 and Republicans wear fake ear bandages to show how much they love Trump.
Oh my
Countless
God.
school children get shot by
Well-
an AR-15 and they wear AR-15 pins to
Well-
show how much they love their AR-15s.
well, I'm telling you, I'm gonna.
See,
gonna
the
give
problem
it,
is the problem is that I don't like the guy. I don't like him.
The problem is they didn't aim a
And
little bit more to
therefore,
the
I will
left.
tell you
I don't-
exactly what happened, and you'll never hear it from me a second time because
Oh.
it's actually too painful to tell.
This is him? He sounds drunk.
It was a warm,
Oh, okay.
It was a warm what?
Embrace.
Word on the street.
Oh no.
Word on the street.
What streets?
It was plexiglass that
Your
cut
boy
him.
Biden's dropping out.
What?
Word on the street. And word on the street is that Obama has said that he's telling his peers, not peers, but he's telling people in the party that the ground that Biden needs to make is unrecoverable, and that he can't make up the ground, and that Biden should drop out. And word on the street is that Biden will drop out, and he will not endorse Kamala Harris as president.
I mean, I'm
That
not
he wants
shocked
someone
if
new.
he, I'm not shocked that he wouldn't.
Right.
But
And also that Biden said that, or excuse me, Biden is putting out there that he will drop out if doctors say that he should, because right now he's down with COVID.
child,
And
there are 3-year-olds in preschool who think that he should.
Listen.
because he looks. But
It is what it is.
I just want to make it to see. I just want to make it to see the Fantastic Four. So just keep me alive, okay?
Right,
Just
right,
keep me alive.
right.
Don't let me die
Michael
over
B.
the
Jordan
course of the
made
next
Fantastic
year.
Four. What are you
Shush,
talking about?
shush.
Michael B.
We're not
Jordan
doing
was
that.
in
We're not
Fantastic.
doing
Are
that.
they bringing him back?
We're not
No.
doing that.
No.
Just keep me alive over the
Because
next 5 years.
I'll
to see
tell
the
you right
movies I
now.
wanna
I'm
see.
sorry. I love Michael B. Jordan, but
Is-
that movie just was
Is
awful.
Creed
God,
a Marvel movie?
no.
He's fucking around right now. He's not being serious. He's
Yeah.
not being serious.
Fuck Michael B.
He's
Jordan
not being
too.
serious. Anyway.
His mustache isn't serious.
There is something I did when you started playing the Hulk Hogan clip. So it's weird to me now that Amber Rose is in the same conversation as people like Hulk Hogan when it comes to Trump. But at the same time,
What do Republicans say? Oh, go ahead.
at the same time, are we shocked?
No, because she is someone who's been confused about a race for a very long time.
But not only
Not only
that,
but she's confused about who she is as a person. You're talking about a woman who is of mixed race with tattoos on her forehead, who hosts what's called a slut walk. And all of a sudden, and she's been so confused about her race, she refuses to identify as black, but yet she's the voice for the black people for the Republican Party. How does that work? How does
two
that work?
things. One, The slut walk took a turn that it shouldn't have taken. It started off as something that was good and that was empowering, and then she turned it into something else. But another thing I'll say is the company. It's all about the company you keep, right? Mm-hmm. Who was she fucking? That is also a Trumpy.
Kanye.
Exactly.
But they're estranged.
And but it's like the fact that she was with him should have already, like, that's why I say I'm not shocked that she comes out
so
to me.
is Kim Kardashian,
even
and
though
she's not a Trumper.
I would not be surprised if she secretly that, because here's that family.
They did work together.
I don't know how I'm getting Kardashians, but that family is all about being
Opportunity.
opportunist. Yeah, they're all about that. If it would advantage them to be Trump supporters, they'll switch at any minute, bro.
I mean, bro, like the girl had a sex tape just to make her famous. Because remember, before that happened, she was Paris Hilton's assistant. Probably Paris Hilton said, "Hey, do a sex tape. You'll get famous."
Because it happened to her.
Yeah.
Even though her fame ended up blowing up a lot more than Paris Hilton. Well, Paris Hilton's rich.
Well,
but
she's rich.
She's not famous.
She's not Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, she's not Kim Kardashian, rich and famous. No.
I just think it's funny.
But I just wouldn't want to be with that group of people.
Yeah.
Like, there has to be a moment where you look at who you're surrounding yourself with, and you're like, when people look at me, they see me in like company with these people. Like, there's no self-awareness whatsoever. And so that's why I'm like, Amber Rose, she's been gone up here for a while now. So I was just like, girl, whatever. You're just going to be another Omarosa.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Oh, no, I'm scared.
Just be honest.
Whenever you start a question like that, it ends up being something that makes me want to run.
How much money would it take for you to go up there and do that? Because she got paid to do that.
To do what?
To go up there and speak good things about Trump.
Oh my God. Dude,
you have to pay me $100 million to say that.
They got that.
That's what you have to pay me to say that.
You have to mean it.
Oh, fuck!
You have to mean it.
Mean it. 500.
You think she means it?
For whatever bag they gave
you
her.
Think a lot of these people who have these YouTube channels, like
you have to look like you mean it.
Oh, look like it. Okay, 100 million, easy.
Joe,
I don't know.
How deep is your love?
Man. To act like I mean it? Oh, man. 100 million, easy.
I mean, I would say less than that, but oh man, I don't know. 50 million?
Cam.
I can't get my answer because you're going to think I'm bullshitting.
Go.
I'll tell you mine.
If you say something obscenely low.
What? $250,000 isn't a lot of money? Oh. It is a lot of money.
It would have to be something where
I'll go up there and call everyone at the N-word for $250,000.
I would too.
I would call my dad the N-word and say he did things to me for $250,000.
I would too. I would rather do that.
It's just his reputation.
He did things to you. Why would you have to say that at a Trump rally?
I'm just saying, like, I would do things for $250,000.
How much would it take you? How much would it take?
You're gonna make fun of me, bro.
I
couldn't. I simply could not. I couldn't.
There's no amount of money.
There's no amount of money, bro. Because it would. It's gonna sound like such a bitch answer. It would fuck with me. It would fuck with me so terribly.
40 million cash, you can change everything about yourself.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You
can move to a country where they don't even know he exists.
That's why I said 50 million. I figured that's enough money that I could move to another country and never have to speak to like people again and live sufficiently forever. Forever for the rest of my life.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like 10 million. I feel like that's not enough.
With all the shit that I've
to be able to just live somewhere remotely.
I can stretch 10 million for 3 generations in Macedonia.
I can't believe you said $250,000. Shoot for the stars at least.
Oh, in Macedonia, he could stretch that for
You'd
years.
Be king over there. You'd have all the rocks.
I mean, shit. He can go to Mexico and stretch that shit for a long time.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. So I don't pay so much for anything.
Gosh. But just remember, buy yourself a beater in Mexico.
Oh yeah.
Don't get yourself a luxurious
I have
car.
a regular job.
What would your regular job be?
In Mexico?
Yeah.
Probably like working at a bodega, sweeping up floors.
Look at you. Just they don't even know that you're a billionaire.
Right.
Just
and
sweeping
then just have a regular house. You know what I mean? Just
There would be signs.
besides that you're a billionaire.
There would be signs.
Hey,
Like,
hey,
this motherfucker
driving,
just
hey,
jetpack
hey,
out of work today.
hey,
Like, what the
and
fuck?
then driving a 95 Sentra.
Bro, like my God, I don't know.
Like I shit you not. My dad when he
Get to the
drives.
next one.
What's the next one?
Oh, go ahead.
The next one was to get back into movies. So we briefly talked about going to a drive-in a couple weeks ago, but
Oh,
then
yeah.
it quickly spiraled away with your story about fucking a fat chick at the drive-in. So to bring it back to drive-ins, because Twisters comes out tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
I think Twisters would be an
drive-in
awesome movie to see in the drive-in.
I don't think this is a really great time to be playing a tornado movie.
Oh, because of
But
that.
you know what? You know what?
God.
I shit you not. My buddy just told me, he was like, "This has to be a coincidence thing that we just had a
It's a marketing play.
right."
Excellent advertising
And
for the
now
Midwest.
everybody's gonna go fucking watch Twisters.
I'm gonna skip going to see Twister and pay my NIPSCO bill. I'm gonna
Why
give
not
my money.
do both?
I'm gonna give my money to the people who matter.
Listen, the drive-in is $10, and you get to see 2 movies.
Nice.
You get to bring in all the food and all the liquor that you want, although you're not supposed to bring in liquor, I think. But
I'll bring a little
but
flask.
you know, bring a flash.
we go at least 2 times per year. We usually bring in a pizza or we get some food somewhere, and we bring nutmeg. Usually, this time we're going to bring Cam and nutmeg. And
Bring all your dogs.
We set up the.
Bring all your pets.
Listen, nutmeg loves Cam,
yeah.
Pets love each other.
You know what? That's a good. You know what?
and then
I
we're
think-
gonna sit outside and we're gonna have a great time. We're gonna see. I think Deadpool. I'm hoping is the second movie next week. Right now, it's Despicable Me, but I'm hoping it's Deadpool next week with Twisters.
Twisters.
Okay.
I think that'd be an awesome twofer.
Yeah, that movie.
$10.
I'll tell you this.
49er driving.
I mean, no. I actually, because I have a truck. Nice.
Oh, you lay in the back.
See?
Yeah.
Get a little air mattress action back there.
Absolutely.
Because I don't have a truck, so we do usually either sit outside or usually inevitably after 10 minutes, Dee's like, "Oh my god, I think I saw a bug. Let's go inside." And then we sit inside the car and watch.
I'll
from
tell you,
there.
yeah, driving movies. I haven't done it in a long time, but I do want to go back to doing that because
Telling you, Twisters will be a good movie.
absolutely. And
Did you see the original?
I did. And that brings us back. I mean, that brings us to our last topic. I mean, we might as well just talk about it since we're in there. It says Twisters.
Oh yes, that's right.
We also got college football 25.
gross. No, I'm just kidding.
You literally just said you're gonna buy it.
Well, I'm just saying you mentioned it, so we
Oh,
might
sorry,
as well.
bring-
We might as well just
Bring
run.
Twister.
Yeah.
Bring Twisters into it.
So
This isn't my thing, so you guys take it away.
What
do you mean it's
Twister?
not
You
your
never seen the
thing?
first one?
I'm not into that.
What disaster
Movies?
movie sort of thing?
Yeah.
I love those, bro. I love seeing shit get
And
wrecked
also,
by
I don't
nature.
like watching white people be stupid.
Oh my god! You have, I mean, horror movies. You see that in horror movies.
Chase the tornado.
If they
That's a
didn't,
real ass thing.
if they didn't, it wouldn't be a movie. That's number
right.
one. And number two, unfortunately, there's some PLC in this movie, so we're doing dumb shit too.
Also,
Right.
also just
Right.
just to be completely transparent, I don't like scary movies.
This is
I
not.
believe
not a
that,
scary
but it's
movie.
not
I don't like
scary.
I didn't like any movies that have like fright.
Oh, then he wouldn't like The Quiet Place. Then
No.
Yeah.
me and Cam were just talking about
One,
that.
I don't like that actress.
Oh, damn.
Here we go. That's please
Emily
listen.
Blunt. Emily Blunt.
No, he's talking about Lupita Nyong'o. He's talking
In
about
the new
he's
one.
talking about the dark skinned black woman.
In the new one.
I liked her in Black Panther.
She was in that movie for 10 minutes. That's why you liked her. She was barely in it. But I'm glad you got that on camera.
But anyways,
I'll see Twisters.
that OG original, at its time with the CGI and all that, I mean, it was phenomenal.
You saw the original too, right?
I did,
The-
but I haven't seen it since I was a kid, so I definitely need to rewatch it.
It's on Peacock, I think.
It definitely as
HBO Max.
a kid, I mean, it was a great movie. Just at its time, you know, and I'm hoping to see more with now everything developing, CGI developing. I'm hoping to see like some crazy shit going on.
Imagine if the CGI looks worse.
But the problem is, what pissed me off was the very first trailer. I think it was for the Super Bowl when it came out. I was like, they better not fuck this up.
Fuck up the
They better not fuck this up because it kind of just looked like the same exact movie, just kind of amped up. And now they're bringing out all these more trailers. I feel like it's the same movie.
Is this is a continuation or
a sequel? Hence the S.
Is it
it's called Twisters?
Ooh,
But
but
is it gonna be a sequel or is it gonna be a prequel?
No, it's a sequel. It's definitely a sequel.
Are we gonna see any OG characters?
I doubt because
spoilers.
no, this is just me going off of what I'm assuming. Well, the guy who was in the first movie, he's dead in real life.
Oh, that we won't see him for sure.
Bill Paxton?
Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead.
However, I mean, it's a possibility that the girl, what's her name, Helen Hunt,
Helen
or whatever.
Hunt.
Could be the
It's a
daughter.
possibility.
Could be
That's
the
the
daughter.
thing. She might be that girl. Might be the
like
daughter.
grandma. Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's like the main chick in this might be the daughter. So we don't know
But,
if the original.
what I'm curious is the story. What I'm getting from the trailer, the story looks about the same as the original.
Because she seems like
she's not about it no more. She's more into the logistics, the tech,
right?
Like,
Of
and then
the
old
tornado.
boy and Glenn Powell's character, he's more Bill, the extremist. I'm OG with it. I'm gonna go. Instead of
gonna go
doing
chase
all
it
the
down.
chase. Yeah, I'm chasing this motherfucker down. And I hope the story goes good because if it meshes up with the original,
where it just feels like a copy paste sort of thing.
yes, I will be pissed off. I
yeah.
will be pissed off to the point where I'm just gonna be like,
Because it's like at this point I could just watch the original. Then why would I want to see the sequel if I'm just watching the same thing just in 2024
exactly.
format?
Have you guys looked up the early reviews yet?
I've seen the score. So there's someone who I watch who did watch her review and I did see the score. Last I checked, it was at 77%.
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes 77, IMDb 7.1.
oh, that's
The
not
movie
bad.
comes in at 2 hours and 2 minutes, which I feel is
Yeah,
good.
that's average.
Solid. Like
That's
2 hours,
average.
I think is like great for a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. 777.
So
That's
pretty
good.
solid reviews.
No, that is
Now,
solid.
I wonder what the first one got. Let's see on Rotten Tomatoes.
But I like the cast.
Yeah,
I like
67 for the
I
first
like-
one.
67 for the first one.
I like the
So
cast.
first-
I like Glenn Powell. What he's been doing. He's about dabbling
He's
into
the-
almost everything now.
He's gonna be the next It Boy.
Yeah.
if he's not already, he's the next It Boy for
Yeah.
Hollywood.
What's his name's gonna be in it? The guy from the Latino guy.
Oh, Brandon Perea.
Yeah.
which is funny. That's my brother's name, not Perea. Brandon.
No, but I've liked the stuff that he's been in.
He was in
Wow.
Nope. Actually,
Yeah.
he was in Nope.
The
He liked
audience
Nope.
score is 94
Oh
on Rotten
shit!
Tomatoes.
So it might.
Here's the thing.
It might be good.
I don't fuck with the audience scores like that. I don't fuck with the audience scores like that. The audience been stuck on.
Is there a lot of positivity to it, Joe?
Yeah, I was kind of skimming the reviews, trying not to get
Boy, be careful because you're gonna spoil it and you're gonna get mad at yourself.
Yep, I just saw something.
See, stop it. My chick from even though she's a lesbian, from Andor, the one with the arms.
Oh,
She's in the movie too because I
Oh,
was
she
watching
is.
the trailer and I saw the arms. I said,
this bitch.
but she got a whole wife. I said, let me stay in my lane.
Oh, you're talking about Katie O'Brien.
Oh yeah. Hey, she's
Yeah.
good. She's
God.
good.
She could punch a
Who's
hole through my face.
who's the girl? The girl. main
Kiernan
character?
Shipka.
No, Kiernan Shipka's from Sabrina.
She plays Addie. in
He's
this
thinking
movie.
of Daisy
The ma-
Edgar Jones.
Oh,
okay.
Daisy Edgar Jones.
She's in this very depressing TV show called Normal People, which I'm gonna recommend that you both watch.
Okay.
With the guy
Oh,
from
she's
Gladiator.
from Where the Crawdads Sing.
Gross.
I saw that movie.
D made you watch that movie?
Of course I did. Why would I watch that on my own?
I'm still gonna go watch it.
Yeah,
High expectations
absolutely,
for
absolutely.
the movie. If they fuck up the story, I'm gonna be pissed off.
Has a
sad.
very
'Cause it- 'cause-
EDI
'cause-
cast.
Because
What happened?
Very what?
EDI cast.
What's that?
Equality, diversity.
the only the only thing that I don't like, and I'm glad it's a sequel. It's not like a remake because what's pissing me off now with studios, they're not coming out with fresh ideas.
A lot
anymore.
of remakes. A lot
A
of
lot of
Just
remakes.
Technology itself, like not just technology with the CGI, just like how we cover weather is different now.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, like my
But-
coworkers, don't even look at the Weather Channel. They watch a guy on
And-
TikTok live.
Talk about the weather.
And it's like, and what pissed me off about it too is like I saw they showed Dorothy in there. If you, it's a small scene in the trailer. You see Dorothy in the back of somebody's truck. You know, Dorothy was the sensors,
Right.
and they're talking about, oh well, we want to get this up and running again.
So they're
So
still
what are they
using
using?
that.
What are they using Dorothy now for? I thought they already did it so they can censor the wind velocity and all that. And then they were talking about, well, we want to stop.
That's the name of the machine they use in the first one.
I-
thought
I-
this about it. You thought this about like from Wizard of Oz, Dorothy?
That's exactly what I was thinking until you said the machine in the back, and then I remembered that.
I was
the
like, what that little bitch doing?
Like, what the
I
fuck is
know, I
Dorothy
was
doing in the back?
confused.
She referenced like to Glenn Paul's character. He's like, well, I want to figure out how to stop a tornado.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, you want to try it? So is this what the new Dorothy's gonna do? Is
It's how to stop
a tornado?
We needed that shit 3 days ago.
Right.
Okay. We needed that shit 3 days ago.
For real.
Okay.
By the way, anybody know how to put siding back on a house?
Did you get a?
Like what?
How much
Was your house
siding?
affected by the
Yeah.
storm?
Yeah.
How
his
much?
house
Oh,
was
really?
cool.
How much?
Yeah,
How much
tree
siding?
down.
How much siding came
Like
off?
three or four panels. Like it's honestly not bad. And I was told that it's easy, but I'm just afraid of heights and I don't want to go up there and do it.
Right.
But yeah,
It is-
apparently
it is easy.
Apparently, you just nail in the pieces back in.
Pretty much, yeah.
But I'm afraid of heights, so I ain't doing it.
Your house isn't tall,
It's honestly not that high up. It's like 15 feet.
and you're afraid.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'd be afraid to.
Not necessarily being 15 feet up, but being on a ladder.
Oh, I'll do it.
Like when I go on a ladder, like my knees just start quaking and they just
Really?
lock up. Yeah.
How do you fly?
In an airplane?
Yeah.
Well, like
in an
being up
enclosed
high
space.
isn't as bad as being on something high that I can feel like I can fall off of. Like I don't mind being in a high building, but if there's like a ledge to step out on, I don't want to step out on that ledge.
I'll do it.
It's mostly ladders.
I'll come
and
over
roofs.
Saturday. I'll do it.
Look at
You're
him
not
just
afraid of
offering
heights?
his services.
No,
I'm
I mean
hoping-
I have a very extensive history with construction.
Really?
Yeah. Since I was little, my dad was a carpenter for 13 years. That's all I wanted to be growing up.
Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, cool. There we
You know
go.
what I
Well,
wanted to be
Just
growing up?
just get some nails and stuff.
Yeah,
What did you
penny
wanna be
nails
when you
apparently
grew
is what I
up?
need. That's- My brother told me I gotta get penny nails.
Yeah, they got the little things on the outside.
The wider head or something like that. Pause.
Well, no, they have the little plastic piece on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I wanted to be growing up?
siding nails. Huh?
Look at that.
What
When
did
I
you
was to be
want?
growing up? A chef. The bear.
Well, we're getting there. We're
I
getting
need to work
there.
on my transition.
We can talk about the bear.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
you didn't.
Do I need to step out?
No. We'll do, let's just
dabble
We can
in
talk
it.
around it.
Yeah.
We can talk around it. Did you see the bear?
Yes.
Okay, and you finished it?
Yes.
Did you finish it?
I did.
Okay, I finished it too.
But
And
I
you
didn't even start it.
Do you want to walk out?
If you want to get into story, then yeah, then I'm definitely gonna walk out.
I mean, because I think
Or should we just do college football first and then I can just
Yeah,
leave,
that could be the last
and
one.
you guys can end on the bear
Yeah.
and I'll be driving home.
No, you saying the rest. You staying
exactly.
the
Look
rest
at
of
you
the
trying to
show.
get. Look at you trying to get a head start.
You look like you need to go home.
No.
Look at you.
I'm just saying because then I'm stepping outside, then I'm coming back and just say bye.
Oh,
That's
I
true.
mean, it's if you want to, Playboy.
We could do that
Yeah, that's
You want to do
fine.
it that way?
because I'm kicking
All
you guys
right.
right out after this.
All right, so let's do
All
college
right.
football and then you guys can end on the bear when I will be.
25. Now, to all the people that paid $90 to $100 to
Gross.
play it early,
3 days
Disgusting.
early.
right? 3 days early.
It's like 1 million people.
Fuck you guys.
I mean, they probably made so much
Yeah,
money
they
on
did.
that.
Yeah, they did.
For all the people who
A
just
million
couldn't
times
wait.
100.
well, it's because well,
No, I'm saying the extra
Well-
$30 to get early.
Yeah.
well, it's
That's what I'm
because
saying.
I mean, I don't blame them because
You-
they've
that's
been waiting.
That's a fact. 1 million people.
They had over 700,000 people playing online 2 days ago.
And that's just at one time. So that means obviously way more people bought it.
That's why I
Yeah.
rounded up to 1 million.
So all those people paid an extra $30.
Well, I don't blame them, man. They've been waiting for a college football game for
11
ever.
years.
Yeah,
So long, bro.
because of the whole what was it? The
It
it was because
NIL.
the NIL.
Well, it was because two guys
Right.
got mad that they weren't getting paid because their likeness was being used.
Yeah.
And then that spawned a court case that they won. And then
But they only got
it,
like $25 out of it.
right. But when they won it,
irony.
when they won, then they took the whole thing away.
Yeah.
They're just like, well, we can't pay you and we can't pay everybody. So
Yeah.
But the
instead
problem,
of
but
doing, we're just
what
gonna
made
fuck
it even dumb is that you went through the whole process and you guys only got $25.
$25, and
That's
then your likeness
literally
didn't pop up. For
$25?
They only got $25
Yeah, they have
out
to
of
split
it.
it amongst like all these like college
Yeah.
football players.
Yeah.
And bro, people were
Mad.
pissed, my guy. Like, and it's like, yeah. There's that whole thing where like people who play like sports in college, especially football players, feel like they should be getting paid.
So
But
what I heard when they started developing this game, they let all the college players know like, hey, this is a percentage you're gonna get. That's it. There's no ifs or buts about it. And it was not a lot.
Yeah.
Still wasn't a lot. I
think it was like
and they
$300
said
or something.
They said if you want your likeness on it, that's what you're gonna get paid. If you don't, then we'll take the name. They basically said your name's not gonna be on the back of the jersey.
That's what they do with Madden.
Yeah,
That's what they do
just
with all
changed.
the
They
games.
just
Charles,
make random.
Barkley
right.
has never been on a basketball game. You've
Really?
Charles Barkley was never. And when Live 99 came out, Michael Jordan wasn't on there. They had a player whose number was 99, and his name was Player, and he was bald, and he was black, and he was the best player on the game, and it was clearly Michael Jordan.
yeah.
They did the same thing with Barry Bonds in all the baseball games because
Yeah.
he didn't want to be in it.
Or go coach wise, Bill Belichick. He was never in a Madden.
Right.
Never.
Yeah. There's players who are people who just don't want to be on the.
They don't want their likeness on there.
Or they just feel they deserve more money. Like Arch Manning was holding out for this game because he thought he deserved more money. And then I just heard, I think yesterday, he finally agreed. Or maybe it was 2 days ago, but it was this week he finally agreed to be in the game. And I think he was holding out till like
Because they were hoping that they were going to get more.
he was trying to hold out till the release date, and maybe
Yeah.
that was the deadline. Maybe they said, "Hey, once
Yeah.
this game's released, your decision's locked in."
then-
And so maybe
right.
he was holding out, and then finally he said, "Okay." So I guess he got paid the same
come
as
on,
everyone
man.
else did.
I'm pretty sure. It's a game, but I'm pretty sure like these college players now, since they get the NL whatever
NIL money.
NIL.
yeah NL whatever
Name,
money
image, likeness.
right now they're making millions. I mean, Caleb Williams, he didn't have to go to the NFL. He could have fucking stayed in college and made millions.
I mean, you got girls that play basketball right now that are pretty much like, I don't need to go to the league because I make more money not even going. Caitlin Clark took a pay cut to go to the league.
Yeah, but I think long term wise, Caitlin Clark will make.
Oh,
make
yeah.
that
I
money
mean,
back.
her
Yeah.
endorsements-
Her
endorsements
endorsements and
and
all
things
that.
like that.
Yeah,
But-
Companies wouldn't have endorsed her if she didn't go pro.
And basically, she's revamping the WNBA
I mean,
completely.
Shador Sanders is already a millionaire, and he hasn't played a one game in the NFL yet.
Right.
Besides what his dad, made.
But overall, like the way I've seen the graphics on the game, it is good. I'm excited.
Kim, I didn't know you like football.
I like football games. Like I used to play football. Like I used to play Man a lot. I used to play NCAA when there was NCAA football games. I used to.
Really?
I used to love playing them, but watching them, I'd be like, I'll wait till the Super Bowl.
Well, because
I thought you only wanted to play this because of like the where you can be a person, like a
Yeah,
student.
like
Oh,
a
that
dy-
added to
I
it.
thought that was the only part you
Oh,
cared about. I didn't know you
you know
used
what?
to play.
I did
I
like
used to play
that. I
Madden.
did. I used to
I
love.
love it.
I used to love that part, like dynasty mode. Like
love that
either you're a quarterback, receiver, whatever.
Yeah.
You had to like you had to do classes. Like you had to take tests. Like I was
have
like,
you
that
guys
shit.
have you guys ever lost friends over Madden?
No. I don't.
I
play
got into a
people.
fight with my brother once over Madden.
I don't play online or anything like that.
nah.
And there's been broken controllers. There's been I've lost family members.
Oh yeah.
Fuck. I mean,
Like growing up, sure.
Yeah.
Not losing friends, no. But I mean, yeah, growing up, friends spiking the controller and cracking it, spiking it, and then bouncing into the TV and breaking
I mean-
it. My friend used to punch holes in his wall in his basement.
that's why I'm kind of afraid because
Look at what white people can
I
just
knew you
do.
were gonna shut up. I knew you were gonna take it
See,
there. I
and
knew
that's
you were
and, that, and see and that's another thing too because I'm thinking about later probably next month once everybody gets equated to the game. I want to do like a tournament at my house. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, we used
Like
to do
doing
Madden
roping.
parties.
Like
Broken
do like
glass
a
and furniture at your house.
like
Don't do
like
that.
like 20 like maybe like a $20 buy-in.
Like
you know what I mean?
Up, we used to have
People gonna break your
tournaments
stuff in your
where
house.
we would go over to my friend's house everyone would bring an extra TV with them. And then they would set up the games all throughout the house.
thought you were saying
and there would be
TV.
like 6 or 7 games going on, and they would have a Madden tournament, and whoever would win a pot. That would actually be cool. I would be down to organize some. Huh?
He said, huh?
You would win a pot.
Oh, a pot.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I would be down. I would be down to like because we got all the room here and we could
Right.
film it. But
I'm
to
down.
host a Madden party, have a couple of people bring over some TVs.
Why do you want to film people fighting in your house?
But I feel like we need to wait if we're gonna do
Think
that.
about what you just
if we're
said.
gonna do that, when we have to wait till 25 comes out.
Yeah, Madden 25.
yeah, I guess you would
Yeah.
want to film that.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
what did I say?
Yeah, we'll do that. The panel Madden tournament. Yeah,
Oh man.
Yeah.
With money on the line, because I'm
Yeah.
not good at Madden.
yeah. I'll throw
should put a
$100
lot
from the winner.
I'll take that back. I'm terrible passing.
Well, I mean, we
I
can
have-
make it challenging. Like you put all the teams in a hat, and then you just whatever team you pick, that's the team you got to run with.
What the fuck am I going to end up with?
Because the problem is that if you run it with your team that you enjoy running it with, nice,
I'm running with the national champions.
absolutely.
I have them tattooed on my arm.
Right.
It's been there since the last game came out.
I'm going Ball State all day, baby.
But what I'm
You
saying
just
is,
like
what I'm
the
saying is,
No, I
what I'm
Their
saying,
I
field.
went to Ball State. What do you
Oh,
mean?
I'm thinking of Boise State.
but
Oh no.
But if you do a college tournament, you got a lot more teams, a lot more,
Yeah.
variety.
Yeah.
Because with NFL, a lot of people are just gonna pick the team that they run with
Yeah.
all the time.
Yep.
I mean, I do. I run with the Patriots all day. I don't give a fuck if they're bad, suck. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna run it and I'm gonna win. That's what I do.
So
You always
CBS
pick the Patriots? Oh god.
Motherfucker.
CBS Sports did a really funny, I guess you'd call it a commercial, I guess, but I don't know. They made a funny video talking about NCAA football. Like they had a guy dressed up like he's an anchor talking about it as if it was real life. Oh my god! And it's pretty funny. I'm gonna play some of it here.
Bro, I want to play it so bad.
We have breaking news. Nebraska just rage quit the Cotton Bowl. Quarterback Arch Manning has transferred to
Not rage quit.
Sam Houston State. The dynasty continues. Akron has completed an historic 10-peat. Texas A&M accidentally simmed their Week 3 game and lost. They'll look to bounce back next week. Carson Beck has been benched after pressing square when he meant to press circle. Northeast Arkansas Community
Yeah, I
College
think towards the end it's pretty funny too.
Bowl, an instant classic after the game ended with a user pick and a broken controller. The noon kickoff has been delayed by a system update. And you better get comfortable because that download speed is horrendous. Squidward has won his third straight
Handsome
Heisman
Squidward.
Trophy. Coach Prime has been bested on the recruiting
Oh
trail
my
yet
God.
again by his arch nemesis, Coach Booger Brains McGee. We're getting word now that Coach Booger Brains just suffered a major power outage.
Oh man.
Me a couple days
And he
ago.
hadn't
There you
been
go.
saved since last season. So forget everything I just said.
Bro, I'm tapping in.
I'm
man.
hoping.
love that.
I'm hoping. I gotta see what time GameStop closes tomorrow.
GameStop, look at you supporting the
Keeping
arts.
them open.
Supporting the
Yeah,
arts.
because I got the
Well, you got some
Membership?
special edition one?
I got
You got the membership
I
thing?
got a membership on there.
No,
What do you get, discounts or something?
I get discounts. I get $5 off every month on any game. So, but I just
Bet you don't get 50% off.
right.
Oh my god.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Hell yeah.
I wish.
All you gotta do is buddy up with somebody. Buddy up with somebody. Get your nice little digital game. Steve, you're available, right? Oh no, you don't.
I don't do the
You don't play. You
digitals.
don't,
I do
you
the
don't,
hard
you don't
copies.
play college.
I do the hard copies.
You play college?
Well,
Okay.
if it
Because-
comes, if it's a game that's available on Backbone, I'll play it.
Oh yeah, I forgot you got Backbone.
Because I do the hard copies. Because what I do is I just, when I go pick up the game, if I owe like 15, $20, I just trade in the
trade
game.
something in.
Yeah, fuck it.
I prefer the disc versions, but whenever there's a game that Cam and I both have interest in,
Yeah.
one of us gets it on digital, usually Cam, and then I pay him for half of it. So we end up splitting it because on
nice.
PS5 you can link two different systems together and share games.
Oh, that's cool.
So
I did not know
one of
that.
us will buy it, and the other one has access to the game.
Oh,
It's like that Harry
so
Potter
clutch.
game. We split.
That's what's up.
We got Outlaws, Star Wars Outlaws coming out
that
next month that
coming
we're
out.
going to be splitting.
I got that. I got that.
Watch them
I
take
got
that away
pre-owned.
from us because you said that on there.
They know.
And then they sue
Oh yeah,
us.
billions of
It's-
people
it's
do it.
not- yeah.
I'm sure.
Dude, I literally went to GameStop a month ago and I was like, I want college football 25 on pre-owned. Or not pre-owned, but pre-ordered. And then I said Outlaw, pre-ordered. And then I went Dragon Ball Z.
Which I do gotta pre-order that. I do gotta pre-order that.
What are you touching? You forgot to hit record, didn't you?
What is it?
He's gonna
Sparkle?
punch
Is
you.
it Sparkle Zero?
Sparking Zero.
Sparking Zero.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sparking Zero.
Sparking Zero. I got that.
Me and Nick
What
were
is
talking
that?
about that.
Is that a My Little Pony game? Sparkle Zero? What is that?
Sparking
It's a Dragon
Zero.
Ball Z game.
Same thing.
I got that. I got
I'll
that
split it with
pre-ordered.
Nick. No, I'm just kidding.
Got Madden 25 pre-ordered. What other game did I get?
Which is
pre-ordered?
wild because for some reason, even though I'm getting college football, for some reason I'm not getting Madden still because I haven't played Madden in 15 years.
Holy shit!
Since Madden 2010,
Yeah.
which had who on the cover?
I think it was Brett Favre. No,
No,
that was
wasn't it the
2009.
Larry
That was-
Fitzgerald? Wasn't
no.
he 2010?
Oh yeah, it was Larry Fitzgerald and
Heinz Ward? No.
no, it was
Troy Polamalu.
Troy Polamalu.
Was that
The fact that
2010?
you guys know that.
Yeah.
All I know
I
is
was
that
thinking.
it
I was
one of the
thinking.
last games
I was thinking
could be
that
wrong.
2009.
What's the first one that you can remember?
cover.
Wow, yep, we were right.
Yeah.
Like
That
first
was the dual
Madden cover
cover.
you can remember. I couldn't tell you a single one.
2001, Marshall Falk.
Yep. No, I had 2000 Eddie George.
2001 Marshall Falk. Oh, 2000 Eddie George.
2000
Yeah.
Eddie
First,
George.
like, you
That was my
remember?
first one.
Yeah.
Because that was the first one for the PS1. Or,
Yeah.
no, I'm sorry, PS2.
Dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta go with 2009. Brett
That's
Favre.
My
Right,
favorite,
that
my
That was
favorite
your first
Madden.
game? Your first
No,
Madden?
not my first Madden.
He said
My
what's the
favorite-
first
my
game
first
ever owning?
Madden.
My favorite
Oh,
Madden was
if-
2007 Michael Vick.
Oh, if you want to go first Madden.
Actually, 2000 was... So Eddie George was 2000...
I'm sorry.
6 maybe?
This might,
you know what?
Hey,
Yeah, it was 2002.
I'm sorry. This might make me old as shit, but
Go ahead, expose yourself.
I am.
Eddie George was
I am.
01, so Marshall Falk must have been 02.
Madden
03.
Oh, Madden. I think was it Madden 99?
Old people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old people. All of you.
Yeah.
All of you. Elderly.
02 is Culpepper.
Yep.
The first man I can remember. I can't say what I remember because all I
No,
remember is the
what was the-
soundtrack.
what was the
It
first-
had a Disturbed
No,
song
what was
on
the-
it.
Remember?
What-
Man, get out my
No,
way.
what was
Watch
the-
out as I come through.
What was the first one on Sega?
On Sega? I have
Yeah,
no
there was a
idea.
Madden on Sega. I can't
can't
remember.
remember.
Let me find it.
That was the first one. I just can't remember what year that
Madden
was.
2004, was that the one with Vic on it?
I thought it was 07. No, 04 was Vic. 04 was Vic.
See,
Madden
that,
06.
that may have been my favorite.
That's my favorite.
Madden 06 was my favorite.
Whatever one that introduced all the mini games was that
McNabb?
was that
That
Vic?
was 04.
I don't know who this
McNabb.
is.
The-
That's
that,
McNabb.
that was the one with
06
with
is
Green
like-
Day on there, or excuse me, there was one that had
Those soundtracks used to be so good.
there was one that
Oh,
had
they were.
10,000 Fists.
You
Madden 06.
You know what I used to love though?
Back in the mud, Bubba Sparks. I used to. Oh my god, that's so
You know
ingrained
what
in my
I
head.
used to love?
Doing all those little running back drills.
You know what I used to love?
With Bubba
And
Sparks
I
playing?
used
Bubba
to.
Sparks.
I used to put like when I create my own player. I would create like my wide receivers, and they would be like my best friends. I'd put their names on there, and they make them 99. My
Max the
quarterback,
stats.
yeah, my quarterback be 99, and we'd just be dominating all day.
Good Charlotte. You could be good. Remember Good Charlotte?
The Anthem?
Yes.
Yeah, they're the Madden brothers. So that's why.
Wow.
The Joel Madden and Benji Madden. And
Wait.
they're related to John Madden.
What?
Yeah.
Good Charlotte. You talking about
The singer?
Yeah, the Good Charlotte. You could play with Good Charlotte on one of the Maddens.
Wait a minute.
They're related to John Madden, the guys from Good
Believe
Charlotte.
So, yes.
Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. He's not lying to me. He's being very. Yep.
What is it? Is he their uncle? Great uncle?
Joe Madden. Wait a minute.
That might be their last names.
Wait a minute.
That you could play with them on Madden.
But
You could play
they're-
with Good Charlotte on Madden.
They're not related to. No, they're not related to John Madden though.
Madden brothers related.
No, they're not related to. No, they're not related to. They're not related to John Madden though. They're not related to John Madden though. Don't
Don't do
be
it.
rewriting history like that for me because I was about to be very confused. It'll be very confused.
So what I also loved was NFL 2K5 with Terrell Owens on it.
I forgot about that. I forgot about 2K5.
That what was so awesome about that game, and I swear. Now, granted, I don't play Madden very often, so maybe you can answer this question better.
Yeah,
NFL 2K5 with TO on the cover.
Yeah,
they had the cribs or whatever. Do you remember that? Where you can own a house.
Yeah,
you can own a house in the game. I think you got to pick what house you wanted, and then you took your career earnings or whatever. Which I swear, no other like creative player mode does this. Where you can take the money that you earn. And you can buy stuff for your house. You can upgrade your game room. You can have a trophy room. You can have in the game room. You can buy foosball that you can actually play, like playable foosball mini game. There was a paper football, like you used to play in school.
Yeah.
There was a game for that. There was like an arcade game you could walk over to and play that. Like there's all these things in your mansion that you would, as your career went on and as you had more career earnings, you could buy upgrades for your house.
Why do I feel like I've played?
And it was so cool.
It was in.
There was a film room where you could go and you could watch old NFL films, and it looked like you were in a theater.
It was
another game.
It was. I think it was Street, but it was like more later on.
Because I like specifically remember a game where you could, like a sports game where you could do that. I know.
I think it was NBA Streets.
Okay,
but it was like later on where the higher you got, you get to
do all that.
You get
shit.
to like upgrade your house. You get to upgrade your car,
bro.
Yeah,
I need to get on that level.
It was so cool, and I thought that was going to be the progression. Like I thought,
but then they
with
ended. Yeah, but then they ended.
2K6 was maybe the last one, or something.
Yeah,
and then I was like, oh well, Madden will probably take the idea and run with it. And I don't think they ever did.
EA bought. I think EA bought out 2K.
No, they didn't.
No, the NFL side.
They bought the exclusivity rights to it. Because 2K is still, they're owned by Take-Two Interactive, and they do a lot of games.
Yeah.
Well, I hope I can do that shit with NCAA.
See, look at this. This was your crib that you could have. And you could obviously it was pretty primitive, but you can move through.
So I did
space.
play this one then. This was the one that I played because I remember this.
And there was a film room, and you could go and look at all your your trophy case, and you would look at all your trophy, and it would show you achievements and stuff that you earned throughout your career. Yeah. Oh yeah. There was a speed dial. You can call different celebrities. Yeah. David Arquette. I remember being on there, which was super weird. Steve-O, Jamie Kennedy.
I don't want to call no goddamn Jamie Kennedy.
You could watch movies that they would do about your career.
What am I calling the Son of the Mask for? And that was 2005.
Yeah, you
Son
can watch.
of the Mask was out already. Because I'm not calling that, man.
Right. They had a collaboration with ESPN for the game, so all the highlights and everything was ESPN. And in the film room, you could watch old
Son of the Mask.
No, you can. Are you okay?
Every time I hear Jamie Kennedy, I think of that fuck ass movie. I don't even think of Malibu's Most Wanted
anymore.
There you
go. You could
that
play.
Movie pissed
you can play air hockey.
If I was Jim Carrey, I would have hired an assassination against that man.
NFL 2K5. Did you ever play it?
No.
You could have a crib where you can have all this cool stuff.
I wasn't a 2K guy until they stopped making live for basketball.
I wish I didn't play that game.
I didn't get on 2K until 2K was just basketball, and it was 2K12, or it was 2K. It was it was 2K15.
You're telling me you didn't play the 2K series when Derek Jeter was on the cover of all those baseball games?
I didn't play a baseball game, and I didn't play a baseball game on PS2. I played on baseball game only on PS1.
I think I started.
Was it All Star Baseball? Because that was Derek Jeter was on those, and then 2K bought All Star Baseball and renamed it.
I played the EA version of the baseball. I played the show.
That would be MVP.
I played the Wii version.
I played the show.
Baseball.
Yeah.
Well, the show didn't exist until 2008, I believe.
Yeah, that was the only one I played.
That was PS. I think the first versions were out on PSP and PS2, I guess.
I only played. I didn't play 2K anything. We were strongly against 2K.
See, I like 2K
because EA Sports was we bought everything EA Sports. We bought Live and we bought Madden every year. Live Madden, Madden. And then when 2K came out, it was they were against each other, and it was a thing in my city where we just didn't respect 2K.
Not you having beef.
I mean, I think
no, we just didn't respect it. But so all the because in our city we did citywide competitions. That's why I got so excited about the Madden tournament, because we did Madden tournaments. And you would go to the GameStop and you would do the Madden tournament, and if you won, you got to stay there and you got to get the copy early.
Oh, okay.
A day
That's
early
cool.
for free. So, and we never played the 2K versions of the game of like anything. So I didn't get on like NBA 2K. I didn't start playing NBA 2K until they stopped coming out with NBA Live. And I think that was like 2000. I think it was like live. I think it was 2012 or something.
Are all these video games now like exclusives? Like, you know how like baseball has exclusive rights? Or I mean, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
SCEA has exclusive rights to baseball,
Yeah.
so it's only the show.
Yep.
That I hate that because
2K changed that. 2K did that with basketball, and it forced. No. Madden did that. Madden did it, and
that
then
killed 2K football.
And that killed 2K football, and then they were fighting for the basketball, and live just kind of fell off.
Yeah.
But they weren't forced to stop.
No.
But 2K football was forced to stop.
Yeah.
Because they brought live back
2K
for 1 year.
baseball was forced to stop.
They brought live back
The
for like
show took
2019.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I just.
But I mean,
When there's no competition, there's no innovation.
Right. But I feel like now, and it sucks to say this, but college football 25 is going to be, no one's going to play Madden for the next next few years. It's gonna. I feel like it.
Now
you
that they
think the
bring it
Madden
back,
sales are going to go down now?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't
because
think
Madden's
so.
been trash.
especially if this college football game, I haven't seen reviews for it. If it's like
What they say
widely
it is,
loved,
yeah.
if people love, I could see
And
people
time consuming.
falling
Yeah.
off of. I could see people not like saying that
It'll
it's gonna
have a
kill
good
Madden.
You
6
can
month
bring
run.
your players.
Well,
from-
yeah, you can integrate it into Madden. You can,
But because
that's what I used to do. That's
there
what
aren't many cult Madden players these days.
Yeah.
I still play Madden.
I disagree.
I still play.
I mean, like there, people still play it, but there aren't
There's
there
still
aren't
massive
as
tournaments.
many.
It's-
There are,
it's-
but it's not like
it's-
it's not like it doesn't have the lore like you guys want to say. It doesn't have that of like what it
It's
used
not
to.
at
It wasn't
its
what it
height,
was
no.
like.
no,
6 years
because
ago.
they keep.
No,
cheating.
I agree. It's
It's
not its
because
height,
It's the same
but
thing with
still
2K.
massive.
People are like fed up with 2K.
Oh yeah,
And they're
I'm
fed up with
up.
Madden.
I haven't played 2K and I stopped playing 2K.
The same conversation we have about the Star Wars shit is the same conversation we have about Madden and 2K. Yeah.
But that doesn't mean there's not still a lot of Star Wars fans out there anyway. Just like there's still going to be a lot of... The Madden is still going to sell an absurd amount of copies every year.
Yeah, they will.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying they're going to continue to go up and up and up. I'm just
No,
saying...
I feel like right now,
they're not
but
going
I
to
feel
struggle.
no, but I feel like now, if like Cam said, if this game brings up everybody's expectations as it looks like it will, you'll see Madden sales dip. It's gonna dip down. They're still gonna buy it, but this game was probably gonna sell more copies this year than Madden's done in the last 5.
Yeah.
That might be true because obviously it's the first iteration. Everyone's excited to see what it's like. But, that'll wane too.
I think it'll win by the second year. I think the second year will be then it'll kind of even out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
They may have to move the release date up too of this game to have a bigger separation between these two games because this is July and Madden comes out in 2
August.
months.
Yeah.
Oh, in August.
I think it comes out at the end of August.
So it comes out in a month.
They always do it at the end of
That's, like,
August.
too close of a window.
Yeah.
Because they're both EA, right?
Yeah.
So that's two major titles releasing a month apart.
But and what's crazy is that the dynasty mode takes a long time.
It's gonna take a while to get there.
Because it's like it's if you don't go, well, it all depends if they do like the first year you play college football first year and then you go into the draft, you can do that. So that's just how it is. But if you want to play your 4 years in the dynasty mode and then finally go into the draft, that's gonna be there'll probably be Madden 27 by the time by the time you finish 4 years, unless you play every day and knock it out in 1 year. You know what I mean?
It's gonna get to the point where I'm gonna just cheat. Who's gonna stop me then? Nobody.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you can still integrate it, but then NC or college football 26 is gonna come out, and then college football 27 is gonna come out. So, I guess in a way,
There's room for both.
yeah, there is room for both.
I'll take it, man.
all right, you guys are going to talk about the bear now?
Yep.
All right, that's my cue.
Look at you.
Oh,
Finish the damn show.
I don't want to hold you guys back. I want you to be able to talk about
No, I'm
the
talking
bear.
about you need to
And
finish
I want
the
to kick
bear.
you niggas out so I
yeah.
can go get some food.
Dude, I gotta finish The Boys.
Oh man,
Finish The Bear first.
Oh man,
I already started The Boys. I gotta continue on with
Finish
it.
The
Is
Bear.
the boys one season?
no, it's like 4
So you've
seasons.
never seen The Boys?
No.
You gotta watch
This
it.
is season 4.
This is season 4.
Plus, there's Gen V, which is a spin-off show, which you actually have to watch before you start the latest season, this newest season of The Boys.
Yeah.
Then, apparently, I haven't finished The Boys, but apparently this season of The Boys ends with something that is going to set up Gen V season 2. So they're kind of...
I was only interested
Overlap.
in it because it has a political person being shot.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the whole political angle that they're going with. But,
Yeah,
you know,
that this last season, I'm a little off by it. I'm a little off by it.
yeah.
It doesn't,
Choose what you say
I know. I tried to ignore the spoiler. That you
wisely.
just gave me.
I'm a little off by it.
I tried to ignore the spoiler.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know if it's real or not. I
But
just heard about it.
But don't mention it because
I thought
if
that
it's-
was like common knowledge because I've never seen the show, and that's something that's been all over everywhere.
Something that just happened in the first season.
This
that I
is
haven't
something
caught up.
new.
Oh, sorry,
this is
Joe.
something
I
new that
finished
they
one.
just
I
talked
finished
about.
one, guy.
Oh.
You can dabble in those worms though. If you
Well,
want.
anyway, the bear.
Okay, the bear.
To be fair, he didn't say what happens when this person gets shot, whether or not they actually die or not. So I will.
I don't even know who it is. I don't even know if it's a political person. I don't know. I heard Trump got shot, and then they said
you
the bear.
need to
Stop it.
listen, Steve.
Stop it.
Listen, Steve. You
The
you
bear.
just need to get into it. You need to get into it. Dabble
Bye,
into
sir.
it. You have time. Knock it out.
The only thing that I wanted to get out about close the door about the bear, which I think I said already. I wasn't a fan of this season.
No,
I wasn't a fan. Of
I
this
was
season.
hooked. I was hooked with what the first and
First
second.
two-
The
yeah, first
two
two seasons were so good. This season I thought was just all right. It wasn't bad.
No.
I didn't hate it, but
Right.
it just it didn't live up to the hype of the first two
No.
seasons for me.
because you got a lot of like it was a lot of like chaoticness in the first season, especially in the first season, and to see Carmen the way he was, like how he had his like little panic, little
panic
panic episodes,
Yeah.
where you just like shut the fuck up,
Bro,
everybody.
it felt good. Did you like this season?
No,
See, yeah, that's what. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it was.
no,
No,
no.
it seemed a little soft.
It was not only was it was soft and chaotic at the same time.
Yeah.
and it was just like unnecessary.
Bro, almost every episode.
I couldn't. Every episode, I was just like, Jesus Christ, can we calm the fuck down?
Whereas, like in the first two, it was chaotic, but it still felt like controlled, and
It
like
doesn't
the
feel like
story
they
was
told
moving along.
so much story.
Right.
Bro,
Exactly.
because every episode, Carmi was having flashbacks about Claire. I'm like, bro, I know you don't love her this much, my guy. Like he starts thinking about their time together. I'm like, every episode,
Right.
bro.
You're thinking about the
Right.
same 5 minutes every episode.
And then I was getting annoyed by those damn brothers. Let me tell you something.
Hey,
The facts.
The
Hey.
Fact Brothers,
And then they
John
just
Cena.
from out of nowhere.
hey, I gotta say the funniest moment in that show was when he said, "All right, this is the broth. You serve them the broth, and then you walk back, and then you come back." He goes, he shows them serving the broth,
He's like,
and then
I have to pour this in front of you.
He brings it back into the. I'm not gonna. That was the funniest. That was the funniest part because he looked at it. He's like, "What the fuck is this? Like, why did you just bring this back?"
I kind of feel like this season should have been. I feel like this season could have been in 2 episodes, and it should have
Yes.
been more.
yeah,
Because it didn't really tell a story, and we didn't really get anywhere.
no,
I think part of that might be to the fact because they shot this season and season 4. They shot it back to
I
back.
felt that.
So I think that's probably why
That
this
should have
felt
been.
like.
That should have just been a whole season
Yep.
within itself.
yeah,
I felt that.
absolutely, yeah. Now I'm kind of like. I'm not looking forward to season 4.
I need to chill. I can't watch that. That's just too much.
What's
going on.
going on at once? I mean, the what's the names just came out yesterday. The Emmy nominations, and they got a lot. However, like I've been telling you, their nominations are for season 2. Like when they won for last year for the Emmys, that was all for season 1, even though season 2 just came out. So this year, even though season 3 just came out, all their nominations are for season 2. So that's why I've been telling people. I'm like, they're still gonna win this year because this is from last season,
Right.
Because at first I was like, bro, for this most recent season, I said, oh no, this is because the cutoff date I think for the Emmys is the last week of June, and season 2 came out like mid-June of last year.
There was a lot of unnecessary scenes in this
Yes.
season.
Bro,
Yes.
The
like
pregnancy shit.
oh my god, like
her being on the freeway.
and it's funny because when she was on the freeway, I'm like, we know where this is going. You're gonna call your mom. I'm like, you're gonna call
Right.
Jamie Lee Curtis crazy
Right.
ass. Which
and look, I mean,
I'm not gonna lie. Them in the hospital.
And she told her daughter she had a fat ass. I was like, what is going on?
Them in the hospital. I'm like, bro. I understand when she was in the car, she literally tried to call everybody, but I'm like, you're telling me not a single one of these motherfuckers picked up their phone for you? Like, you have no choice but to call her. And of course, she picked up the
only
phone.
story that I loved was the story of the little Hispanic lady.
yeah.
That's the only story that I loved.
Which, old girl directed that episode. What's her name? Sydney, the black girl. She's the one that directed that episode. Which I'm
Really?
like, it's wild that that's the
best
episode. But it was good. That episode actually.
Didn't the husband die in that episode?
Oh, you saw her husband?
Yeah.
I can't.
Because she doesn't have a husband anymore, right? Yeah, he did die at the end of the episode.
Yes, he did. Yes, because then isn't that like she looks for more jobs, but then that's when she goes into the restaurant and starts like crying or whatever, and that's when
Right.
the old boy comes and talks. Okay,
Gotcha.
it was like I said, it wasn't shit, but it wasn't great. It was just like okay.
It was like it was tolerable. It was tolerable. But did I want to fall asleep a couple times? Yes.
Yeah.
Bro, I wasn't even excited to talk about it after I saw it. Whereas when I finished season 2, I was on Joe every
And
day.
this
You
is
need
me
to
coming
watch
off
it.
of being overstimulated already in 10
exactly.
hours in Denver. And
Yeah. I feel you on that, bro.
I watched the whole season.
That's why you had such a worse time because you watched that whole goddamn
Yeah,
season and it wasn't as good as
Like I don't
wanted
even
it to be.
I don't even like thinking about it.
Yeah, because what is there to think about from that? I don't, bro. I
get
legitimately don't remember anything except for the fact that Sydney is possibly leaving and that their first reviews are coming out to see if they get like the star or whatever. And that was like the big cliffhanger.
And you
That's
really
all
don't
I
know.
know.
Right.
And some about John Cena.
And you know what? You know what annoyed me the most is that that very first episode where they're like, he comes in and he starts just changing everything.
Oh, that's almost like no
and
dialogue.
He's like, and no dialogue. It was what they kept repeating themselves.
Non-negotiable.
Non-negotiables. Non-negotiables. Okay, we get it, motherfucker.
Bruh.
Non-negotiables. Like he kept going. Non-negotiables. Non-negotiables. That's what I'm saying. We're changing the menu every day. Yes, that's non-negotiable.
Non-negotiables
I'm like, what
back to
the
back.
fuck?
You know what's non-negotiable? Season 4 better be better than this shit. That's non-negotiable.
And
for
then
me.
out of nowhere, they still have the sandwich shop.
Oh yeah,
And that's
during
like-
lunchtime.
like the
Like the
Threw me
lunchtime.
off.
Yeah.
like the drive-through or whatever.
It threw me off.
Yeah.
Whatever. Fuck them.
So we'll see, man.
When is the next season coming out?
That I don't know. Since they shot it back to back, it could very well come out at the end of the year.
Yeah.
It could come out at the end of the year. If not the end of the year, definitely like February 2025.
I thought they mean they shot the season before this one, but they shot this season and the next one.
Right.
back to back.
Yeah, like season 3 and season 4, they
just
shot in
release them
succession
both.
with one
Right.
another.
What are you
yeah.
doing?
Just because it's a lot, like a lot of episodes, which I mean,
It's a lot of anxiety.
It is.
lose my
It looks
fucking
like a
mind.
lot. Like I feel like, you know, because me, like when I used to be a cook, my first year I was a cook. My first year of college, I gave that up because that shit, I just couldn't, I could not work for somebody. I wanted to be my own.
Does it feel authentic? Does the show feel authentic to when you were?
It does.
See, no,
it
thank
does. It does. Because that's how chaotic a kitchen is.
Somebody talks to me like that. I'm throwing chairs.
No, like
I'm throwing chairs.
Like the
Somebody talks to me like
chef,
that.
the chef is like the head chef. Fucking, it's the head chef, then it's the sous chef. But like, if shit's not perfect, that's where
They'll
where
get
shit,
on your ass.
Absolutely, they'll make
dare
your
you.
ass cook that shit again. Like that's how crazy that shit is.
I'll burn the whole goddamn kitchen down. Now ain't nobody eating. So now what we gonna do?
And then what's crazy is that like, you know, like how he was saying, oh, we want to change the menu. I'm like, motherfucker, y'all gonna spend more money on food, waste more food, changing that menu every day.
He gonna send that whole kitchen. He gonna send that whole restaurant under. That's ultimately where I see, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Where I see this going for some reason. I see this. I
would have said you know
he
what?
said release the damn episode. I just want to see it.
I feel like the first two episodes where they were trying to find themselves, like from the beginning when he was trying to revamp his brother's restaurant with the Italian beefs and all that.
Right.
That felt more authentic. That was more like him, you know, I'm just gonna continue on my brother's legacy and see where it goes. Maybe make it better, make it more established.
Versus them trying to do the whole 5-star restaurant thing.
Right.
I am glad they kept both.
They kept both the.
Oh yeah,
it's a cool concept.
Yeah.
It's a cool concept. But.
No, not that one episode where old girl had that great idea. Let's do online orders.
Oh, and all the tickets were coming out back to fucking back, bro.
I was like,
and he was shaking.
Oh, dude, he was fucking livid.
Sat down on the fucking floor. I said, "This dirty ass floor. You sitting down on this fucking floor having a panic attack?" I said, "No, I'm not doing."
And then old girl's like, "Oh, girl, we got this. We don't. The fuck don't.
Hell no.
Like,
hell no.
This is your fucking idea." I'm like, "Oh shit,
bro." So I hope by the end of the year
we get that season 4
because
and I hope they bring it back. Yeah. They bring it back because that like I said, there was some episodes I fell asleep. I had to rewatch that shit because I fell asleep through it.
It wasn't memorable, man.
No,
it wasn't memorable.
No,
it's fine, man. It's fine.
It's all right. It's all right.
Well, that'll be it for the 6th rendition of the Entertainment Panel.
I promise not to miss another episode.
Man, I'm glad these episodes are going the way they are. I met somebody out in the wild, and they were like, "You're doing really good for having 20 episodes up." And I look back, I'm like, I've done 20 shows,
20 goddamn episodes,
and there's 2 of them I haven't even aired.
Oh shit! Yeah, right.
Because
what is it? The anime one and
well, no. I just put that up today, but there were 2 shows.
Did you already put that up?
There was 2 shows that I recorded, and I didn't even air them.
Oh,
you better air this one.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna air this one. This one will probably be up by 2 days from now.
It's my grand return. They gotta see my grand return.
Yeah.
Okay.
I appreciate you guys, and we'll let you guys get out of here. And that's it.
Deuces.
Deuces.